And we're 4 minutes off. That's my bad.
Bro, we're here though. We're actually here. I told everybody today I wasn't sure if we would have a Kyle and Corin because I told them you were traveling through hell.
I surprisingly was traveling through hell. Yeah, I had it planned that I was gonna leave at my first flight was at 6 in the morning, which is always OD, but I don't mind leaving like first flight out because I usually think like there's no issues. Usually the plane's there from like the night before or some shit. So like I usually like that as my first flight. But I saw an option for a 7 o'clock flight, which gave me like an hour more rest. So long story short, I got on that one. And then this is what I wanted to get to. I mean, everyone has seen like all the TSA stuff and like everything going on with the airports.
Crazy.
I get to the airport. Well, first off, yeah, I mean, like, this is the second time that like TSA has been shut down by Trump or some shit like that.
Government shutdown. Last time it was a full government shutdown.
Right.
This time it's only a partial government shutdown. But TSA is part of that, and so there's like 3-hour lines, 6-hour lines. They just sent ICE to some of the airports now. Like shit is out of control.
So I don't know if this is true or not. I saw this on someone's Instagram story, so it's definitely 100% true. But what in the Trump what was that the thing that they were they were trying to stop his like plan or something like that? What the hell was his thing called?
Big beautiful bill, that thing?
I don't think it was Project something or other.
Project 2025, yeah.
Yeah, is it true that in Project 2025 like this is what he was envisioning playing out, where he like takes away money from the TSA and then they start spiraling, like the airport starts spiraling out, and his plan is to bring ICE in to like have more control over like the regulations for flying and stuff like that. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I mean, I know they want to destroy the entire government. Like, they don't want anything to be government. They want everything to be privatized, and so they don't want TSA to be unionized, for example, and right now they are unionized. The other thing people are saying is, like, yeah, the ICE going to the airports is a dry run for ICE going to the polling places when we're voting. Oh. That's what some people are saying, too, yeah.
Oh, I mean, that makes total sense of, like, not total sense in that happening, but that makes total sense of, like, him doing that.
Totally.
Which is scary. I'm not going to front. So, when I flew out of Newark, which I've always heard Newark is like a bad airport, to start.
But guess what? LaGuardia is worse, dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when I flew out of Newark on Thursday, I got there super early. And like, granted, I'm up on the news kind of. So I'm like, let me go and plan and like leave some time just in case. I don't have TSA pre-check. I don't have clear. I don't have any of that shit. So I was anticipating waiting a little bit. The line was kind of long. It was one of those that like wrapped around and went down the hallway a little bit, and then when you're standing on there, it got a lot longer. And it was, but it was moving. It was never to a point where I was like, let me pull out my phone and record this shit because it's kind of OD. Like it was moving where I felt like even if I had to catch a flight in like a quick amount of time, that I would have gotten there. So it wasn't terrible like that. And then coming back, so I think it was about probably a half an hour leaving Newark. Denver today, it said 8 to 12 minutes on the board. It took 22 minutes. So like I saw some of the videos of people bugging out, but then I also saw videos of people like where it wasn't bad. So like I think the airport is bad in its peak hours, but at regular times, like I think people were kind of making a big deal out of it for not that much.
No, it goes by the CNN had some shit up on it. They go airport by airport. Let me see if I can find this. And okay, here we go. TSA. They have a whole TSA wait times page.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty smart.
Shit. Did I just crashed my my fucking browser shit. You still there? Did I fuck it up? Yeah. Okay, no, all right. I had to exit out, but they have a TSA thing, and it says which airports are the worst, and it tells you the wait time at each one. Oh. And you do have some that are like 6 hours, 3 hours. The New Orleans one was crazy bad.
New Orleans is a horrible airport in general when I've flown in there.
Houston was crazy bad. I think Atlanta was crazy bad. There was like a bunch that were suffering. So yeah, it's a matter of they're not fucking paying TSA, and 400 workers quit because they need to pay the fucking bills, and they can't pay the fucking bills right now. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It was, I mean, and here's the thing, it's like a perfect storm of shit because TSA normally aren't nice. And now you're throwing on top, like not getting paid.
God, it's so evil what they do to them, you know?
It's so evil, but then also it's like they take it out on us, and it's like, yo, it's not me. I'm just here waiting to get through TSA. Like, don't be mean to me and put that shit on. Like, it's not my fault.
But if I was them, I'd be feeling the same ass way. I'd be like, fuck you for even coming to the airport. Like, I wish I didn't have shit to do because I'm not getting paid. This fucking sucks. Now they got ICE agents there. I mean, it's crazy. And the Democrats tried 10 times to fund TSA, and Trump keeps blocking it.
Really?
Yeah, Trump keeps blocking it because he's trying to get this bullshit SAVE Act passed, or Save America Act passed, which is like an attempt to rig the election. Like, he's trying to tie that shit to this.
Oh, well, so that's my question is, if you were a TSA agent, would you still go into work if you weren't getting paid?
I mean, it's not a matter of like it's a choice or not. It's a matter of like, can you pay the bills?
Yeah,
like I guarantee you the 400 people who quit, and the number's probably more now. I would imagine it's more. I bet it's going to go up every single day.
Yep.
But I bet you that they just literally can't, like, they can't afford to not get paid. And so if they don't have money coming in, they're like, I literally got to go find another job. Like, I got to go do some other shit now because if I don't, I'm going to get evicted from my apartment and shit. Like, that's what it comes down to. And of course, Trump, like, he doesn't give a fuck. The Republicans don't give a fuck. They don't think about these people. They don't care about these people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one that always gets me is the dude passed away, Bob Mueller or whatever. Mm-hmm. Dude's like a decorated serviceman, whatever, like Purple Heart. I saw like his whole rap sheet of shit. And then Trump like is like happy he died. And like my dad always says this, I always think this and say this too, but like I don't know how any veteran or active serviceman can still be for Trump when he says shit like that for people who actually put their life on.
And he's sending them to die in Iran and shit. Like,
that too.
That you know what I'm saying?
That too.
I can't, man. He's just a total fucking piece of shit. And the reason he went after Mueller is because Mueller did that investigation of him. He was brought in to do the Russian investigation. Right. But like Trump said, and all the Republicans said, like, oh shit, Bob Mueller cleared Trump's name with the investigation. It's like, okay, then why aren't you upset that he's dead? Like, shouldn't you be like, damn, rest in peace to a real one? He cleared Trump's name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. I want to ask your thoughts on this because I think, well, Molly sent me this first, and I'm at the airport, and I'm like, yeah, why are you sending this to me right before I'm about to take off? It's like U.S. issues worldwide security for American travelers, group support. I was literally sitting waiting for my plane to board,
bro.
And I'm like, don't you know I'm at the airport right now?
No, Corin, I was doing something similar though. I sent you the LaGuardia shit about how there was like an accident at LaGuardia where the plane hit a fire truck and like the pilots died and shit and a bunch of people got injured. And then I sent you the shit where there was a ground stop in Newark. Yeah. And like you had taken off and you were landing in Newark. So I was like, oh shit, is this going to impact his shit? So I kept sending you shit that was like fucking crash over here, fucking can't land over here, like all sorts of problems, you know?
Yeah, you sent me this shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm at the airport right now. Like, so like, you sent me that. Molly sent me other shit. My mom texts me. She goes, "Be careful, ICE agents around Newark." Like,
yeah, you got texts about Iranian linked groups maybe attacking airlines. You got ICE at the airport. You got me going. They won't let you land in that accident. LaGuardia just had an accident. It was like the worst day to fly, dog. Like dead ass.
and then Molly calls me, and I'm like, you know, I'm about to fly right now, right? Like, why are you sending me all this shit? Like, so. There's got to be
dog. You don't want to hear the bad shit.
I don't want to hear it. And then I'm on the plane. There's a lady behind me, like, yeah, plane crashed into a fire truck at Newark, like before we take off. And I'm like, there's got to be, like, in baseball, there's unwritten rules where if you're up by a certain amount of runs, you don't score anymore. If you're about to fly, you don't watch.
You can't talk about that shit.
You don't talk about like some shit that's happening. And then my dad's like, yeah, apparently like there was smoke in the air traffic control shit at Newark, so like they shut down all the they grounded all the flights. And I'm like, I'm midair right now, so I don't know what's about to happen. But yeah, there's got to be some. It was OD this morning, and then to put the cherry on top of the cake, I flew on the day when the whole computer system shit shut down.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, no, that's terrible. And then like remember Elon Musk and Doge like fired all the air traffic controllers and shit. Like it's just this country's just a joke now. Like shit just falls apart,
Well, I mean, this airline stuff is kind of scary, no joke, because I mean, again, I'm basing it off of that Instagram message. But like, if the plan is to kind of like phase out TSA agents and replace them with like some straight ICE militant, like police, force at airports, like that's some scary shit. Because now you're getting to a point where like people are required to show you their passport, their IDs, and it's like you could start questioning people, start doing OD shit.
They're already doing it, bro. They're already
really?
Like, yeah, there's already videos of them like rounding up immigrants and shit. Somebody who like couldn't prove they were a citizen, even though they were a citizen. Like, yeah, these people are out of fucking control. They're out of control.
I saw one video of, I think it was Minnesota. Like there was the line was into the parking lot, and there was just a regular cop dude like ODing on people, like yelling, telling them like to stay in line, this and that. Like it's scary, man. And I'm flying again tomorrow. Molly's got her jiu-jitsu tournament in Florida, and Orlando was one of the videos that looked ridiculous. And
I didn't see one from Orlando. I saw Atlanta. I saw Houston. I saw New Orleans. I didn't see it. Orlando was bad.
It just looked like it was like massive amount of people, and it's something that like it gives Molly anxiety. Like that stuff kind of doesn't bother me. Like the shit that bothers me. So I'm at Newark. It's like 4:35 in the morning. I'm waiting online. Some lady comes up frantic to me, and she's like, what time's your flight? I'm like, why, bitch? Like, why are you worried about my flight? Like, I'm good. She's like, oh, my flight leaves in a half an hour. Like, do you mind if I go in front of you? And I'm like, so I got my hood up, I got my hat on. I'm just like, I don't give a shit, but you're cutting all these people. Like,
right?
Like,
yeah.
So like, I could say yes, but like, it's kind of
then other people are gonna
like. So like
you kind of don't have a say. You're going to the manager. I'm not the manager.
Exactly. So yes, I'm gonna say yes, but then I look like a dick too. Like I'm complicit in your shit. So like my whole thing to everybody bugging out with flying and all this shit, like just get to the airport OD early. Like I'm kind of like conservative on this shit. It's like just get there dumb early. Like what is everybody bugging out about?
I mean, it's just that like the shit is not working anymore. That's the problem. Like. When you have lines that are like 6 hours, that's obviously there's never supposed to be lines that are that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's some scary shit.
So like they got to pay him. They got to pay him. It's that simple.
So I was in Denver. I went to a Nuggets game, and I'm leaving the Nuggets game, and I walk out and I see Jokic's brother.
Oh shit,
bruh, he was the biggest dude I've ever seen in my life.
Really? How tall is he?
I want to say he was like 6'8".
6'8", and he looked gigantic, right?
But he was massive. Like he was like a brick wall, dude. And like, and you know me, like I always want to get a selfie with someone. So I walk up to him and I like kind of have my phone out and I'm like kind of turned to like take a picture with him. And I was like, hey, can I get a picture? Ignores me. Hey, can I grab a picture? Ignores me again and just keeps walking. But he was one of the biggest, scariest guys I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, you're reminding me. I saw Danilo Gallinari and David Lee.
Yep.
And I saw them at I think the place was called the Thirsty Turtle in White Plains. I don't know. It's not there anymore, I don't think, but it was a club back then, bar club, whatever.
Yep.
And I was leaving at probably late. It was probably like 2 a.m. or something like that. Walking out. This is like either my college days or just after my college days. And I saw them walking towards the bar. And okay, one of them 6'9", David Lee 6'9", Gallinari 6'10". Bro, like you said about Jokic's brother, they didn't even look human.
No.
Like you can conceptualize what that height looks like, but then you don't really understand until you see it in front of you how tall they really are. Because it just looks like, and I'm not short, I'm 6 feet tall, but it's like they're a different thing than me. Like I look like a little munchkin compared to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Jed said the same thing. He was like, I don't know how we and him are the same thing.
Exactly. It's like that. You're different. You're not the same as me. Like that's different,
Yeah. He and the thing with him is like he's pretty regularly like getting into fights in the stands with just like some regular ass people.
Oh, come on, man. You can't do that, especially when you're a monster like that. Like you're gonna be found guilty of that shit.
100%. But then also on the flip side of that, it's like you could be like, your wife, she's coming home with me. And, like, like you got it. Like I'm not even questioning you. Like take it, bro. Like anyone who has the balls to like say something back to him, kind of respect to them, because I saw him and I was enamored at how large he was. He took up the whole concourse,
Bro.
and he walked like that walk where it's like you don't even like move your shit. So like I mean, I was trying to say to Jed, I was like, I think he's the world's strongest man. Like, I don't think anybody can beat him. But then he was like, nah, someone can hit him with like a, like a quick leg sweep or some shit. Like, just because he's that big doesn't mean he's like. It was the same thing with Kimbo Slice. Remember, like Kimbo,
yes,
untouchable. People fucked him up.
I remember debating with somebody back in the day about like how big, like take a really big dude, how big their dick has to be. Because I'm like, it's got to match like roughly what everything else is, right? Like you got big arms, you got big legs, you got big feet, like you're tall, you got a big head. Like it's not like all that's going to be big, but then all of a sudden you got a tiny ass meat. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit is going to match the shit. But whoever I was arguing with was like, nah, that's not true. There have been tall guys with like tiny ass dicks. And I was like, how can that work? Like, no, there's no way, right? Like when you're that tall, you're not going to have like the size of a dick of like a 5'7" dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then just on the flip side of that too, like there's no midgets out there with their shit swanging.
Oh, I think that's banned now. You got to say little people, not midgets.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
Little people is the proper terminology for that shit now.
My bad. Little
but
people.
I think dwarf. I think you could say dwarf still because dwarf is a legit thing. But the other thing is now they say that's a bad term. But what were you going to say? My bad for cutting you off.
Well, no, I mean, like, I was just saying that, like, there's probably no little people that have some OD big meat.
Yeah.
Or do you think there is? Like, do you think they're on the counter of it?
That one's a little different, right? Because, like, you could be a little person, but, like, the width of your legs and the width of their arms are normally, like, the same as if they were bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Like, just compact?
Like, yeah, like they have like stumpier legs, like shorter, stumpier legs, but the width of those shits are like normal. The width of the arms are normal as if they were like taller. True. So like, I could imagine a scenario where the shit is fine down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Or maybe I'm contradicting myself because maybe it'd be wider but shorter. Any little people in the chat, post your meat. Post about your meat in the chat, little people.
Post your meat in the chat.
Dwarves. Yeah. Dwarves post meat.
If they got rid of dwarves, like if dwarves got canceled, that would kill the whole. Like what is it? The 7 dwarves or the 8 dwarves? Snow White and the 7.
Snow White and the 7 dwarves, I think, right? Let me look it up. Snow White and the 7 dwarves. That's right.
Yeah, that would get. I mean, like you. That would cancel the whole. I mean, like, though they try to cancel Cat in the Hat, so it wouldn't surprise me if they try to cancel. Dwarves because of the name.
I know it's the other one that you can't use.
I mean,
yeah, that's the only one that you're not allowed to use. Yeah. And they said little people is what I feel like is the umbrella term that's used now for that shit.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's because of that show. Wasn't there a show? I think there was a show about little people, and I don't know if that's where the message got out, but
oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I think wasn't there a show that followed little people?
I think, I mean, TLC has like every single kind of show. I think it was like little people in a big house or something, or just like
little people in a big world. So maybe that
was it. Yeah,
something like that shit.
I'm always fascinated. You know what? I keep getting fed this like, there's like sister wives of like or Mormon
some Mormon shit, right?
Like, there's a girl that was on that show that I guess was going to do The Bachelorette, and she was like throwing chairs at her boyfriend or something like that. One of them hit her daughter.
There were charges and shit. Yeah, I saw this. And then did you see that the Duggars are pedophiles? Like the Duggars were part of that. There was a show back in the day called 19 Kids and Counting. And I think it was some Mormon shit. I think they were supposed to be some Mormons that had like a bunch of kids, and come to find out, like at least 2 people in the family were pedophiles, and they just got they got locked up and shit.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're like, when you've got 19 of something, there's a good chance that 2 of them are gonna be fucked up, like for whatever it is, you know, like you know. So that doesn't surprise me.
No, it wasn't the kids. It was the
parents.
One of the parents, I think, was, or it was either that or like the oldest of the kids, I think. Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. I mean, like anytime, like, well, what was that? Mormons? They were they were Mormons, or
I think they were. I think they were. 19 Kids and Counting is the name of the show. I think they were Mormons.
See, that to me is like they're so restrictive on everything, like drinking and like gambling and all this shit. But then like they're allowed to have sex and have 19 kids. Like that's cool with the Mormon, and like have 19 wives and all this shit. Like it just like some stuff doesn't add up. It's like I'm gonna be a good person because I'm gonna stop drinking at 9 o'clock and not smoke and
and wear magic underwear.
Oh, do they wear magic underwear?
Yeah, I think that's the thing in Mormonism. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that one. I kind of would wear some magic underwear. I'm not mad at magic underwear. Like if I had one pair of underwear that got me through my whole life, I wouldn't be mad at that. But sometimes you go to sleep and like you'll pee in your underwear a little bit and you got to change them in the morning. Like I've said this in the past. I think I found a pair of Rugrats underwear from a secondhand store one time. And I wore the shit out of those underwear.
You wore secondhand underwear? That's wild.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
That's wild shit.
I'm not proud of it, but I do remember going to the secondhand store when I was a kid and being like, I fuck with those boxers. It had like Reptar on it. It had Tommy, Chucky, Angelica might have been on them bitches, and it had like a black elastic band. And I think I wore the shit out of them. I think I wore them till they ripped.
Bro, that's nasty work wearing used underwear.
Wait, but I want to know what
it's like the one thing you don't buy used.
I know, but no, it was a pair of underwear that spoke to me, and well, that's one that like I go thrifting all the time, and I'm surprised that like at Goodwill they'll reject like certain kid toys, like you can't bring in like strollers and like certain safety shit. To your point. Why do they let people donate underwear?
Underwear? Yeah, that's wild, dog. That's wild. Yeah, I remember I'm about to dox my dad hardcore right now, but I remember my dad always used to wear those tighty whities, right?
Yeah.
Just the classic white tighty whities.
My dad had them shits too. Yeah, all different colors.
Bro. As a kid, I would just like see he'd have some nasty ass skid marks in those shits. And it's like, listen, man, first of all, you gotta wipe your ass better. That's point number one. Point number two is, dog, you gotta fucking wear some shit that doesn't immediately put on blast the stain mark, right? The skid mark. Like
he only wore white?
He only wore the white shits.
Yeah, nah, he's bugging with that.
Like that's the last shit you should be wearing. You should be wearing some black underwear and fuck the tighty whities. You know my thing. I'm but team boxers to the max to my dying day. Yeah. But like at the very least, some boxer briefs. You're wearing the tighty whities, the tight ass shit, all white.
Don't wear white.
And got my mom doing the laundry for him and shit. Yeah. Like you're torturing this poor woman. What is wrong with you, dog? Nobody wants to see that shit.
I'm gonna break apart that real quick. So yes, 100%. Don't wear the white shits. And then because one, everything white, even white t-shirts, they turn yellow so fast. And like on the white underwear, it's that ugly, musty white shit.
Why does nobody talk about this?
And then two, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this shit. It's kind of hard to wipe your ass to perfection, man. Like it's like lately, I don't know. Like I was in Colorado, I was eating a lot of like green chili burritos. I was eating. I had In-N-Out. It's hard. Like I was drinking some beer. We went on a beer tour, especially if you're on a time crunch. Like so, we went on the beer tour. We had burritos in the morning. I had to go to the bathroom like midway through the tour. And I kind of was on the toilet chilling for a hot minute. And then I was like, yeah, I got to get up because like the tour is going and going to end. Oh, so shit. Like you either got to rush your shit or two, not wipe to like the fullest extent where some of that's going to get in your underwear. So like leave your dad alone on that shit, bro.
Nah, man. Hell no. I feel like, okay, this is the privilege of being somebody who's generally more constipated than like diarrhea-y.
Yeah.
Like if you deal with diarrhea shits more often than you deal with like constipated shits, then the diarrhea shitter is going to have the messier asshole. Because when you're constipated, like it just comes out and like then sometimes you wipe and they're not even anything to fucking wipe. Like it's just fine. But if you're taking like wetter shits, like that's going to leave some gross it's going to, to your point, like sometimes you're going to wipe and be like, I got it all. And then like, no, bitch, you didn't. And you'll figure that out later, you know?
But the argument on the constipation shit is like, you're pushing so hard that you're hitting the walls in your butthole, like pretty hard that like
It stays inside your ass.
Stays inside your ass.
Like, I mean, if that's the case, it's chilling up there. Like, it's whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is like I kind of I'm okay with a little shit stains on the road because like it's no one's gonna be perfect.
Molly, call me if you need help.
No, everyone in the chat is bugging because like, and now I don't know what changed, what happened in our society. This is one shit that like Trump, if you want to take this into your hands, we used to be able to flush wipes down the toilet. You can't flush wipes down the toilet anymore at anybody's house.
Bro, they lie to you too now. Sometimes they're like, oh, this one's flushable. And then you do it and it like fucks your pipes up. You know what I'm saying? They just like, lie.
Back in 88, we used to buy wipes from like Pathmark, whatever. And those shits were thick. And like, you're not using one. You got to use a couple if you're using wipes. That's all we used as a kid was wipes. Never once did I remember my dad saying like, you clogged the toilet again with the wipes. Like now I get nervous. So I was just watching my nephew. He like shit all over the floor. I had to clean it up. I wiped his ass with 2 wipes. 2. I put them in my sister's toilet and I was like, I'm going to fucking clog her shit. I mean, I don't know what happened, but like, I don't know if toilets got like less gangster or if the wipes just got like more poignant.
I feel like maybe we didn't know that we weren't supposed to flush them, and then we found out too late. So like at a certain point, it all caught up to everybody, and they needed a plumber to come fix their shit because there was a buildup of the shits in the pipe, you know? Like, I feel like that's what happened because, yeah, it's always been the case you can't flush those things, but we always did. Like, everybody just flushed the wipes, you know?
I guess. I mean, I just never.
That does sound like a Trump rant, though. I like how you said that because Trump does the rant with the shower heads. Like, there's no pressure anymore. We need better pressure with the light bulbs. Like, the light bulbs are terrible. Like, this is one of those shits I could see him doing. Like, we used to flush wipes. Nobody flushes wipes anymore.
I kind of would get behind him. Like, this is one thing. This is one thing I had an argument with. Not an argument, but I said to Jed and my dad and Davina. He said the shit to the Japan guy. He was like, you would know better than anybody about, you know, surprise attacks or whatever. And I was like, I kind of was like, I feel him. Like they surprise attacked us about it. And Jed was like, no, like it's 2 different things. I don't know. I feel like sometimes he says shit and I kind of am like, he's not wrong.
I mean, it's absurd because, like, obviously she didn't do that shit, you know?
Yes, of course, but that she knows.
And also, it's like
about their history.
But it's also like referencing the worst time in our relations with Japan when we fought a war against them. So it would be like you saying to your friend, like, it's sort of like when I fucked your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? It goes like in the past you did or something, you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah, like it's just like a sore spot, so you can't just go up there and rub that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like sometimes, like he says some stuff, and I'm like, I'm not that mad at him for that.
But I'll tell you why though, because he has this thing called behavioral disinhibition now, which is just a fancy way of saying he has no filter anymore. He can't control himself, and like he always was like a low filter guy. We are allies. That's exactly right, Jed. He was always like a low filter guy, but now he has no filter, and he has no filter. Because I genuinely think he's dealing with like early Alzheimer's right now because his dad had Alzheimer's. He's probably got that shit. So yeah, like whenever it's like, remember when he screamed at that female reporter, quiet, piggy, shut up.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you can't just fucking. And then he was at Mar-a-Lago and he did a similar thing. He was like yelling at one of the journalists. It's like, clearly this guy's not functioning right. Like his brain is not working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wanted to ask your thoughts on this too, because my sister did this shit and I kind of got a little disgusted by it. But she had a spoon from her kitchen, and she has one dog, and she's kind of like has a dog right now that's up for adoption that she's watching, and she put like I think she scooped peanut butter that she was eating and then gave it like the rest to the dog to lick off of her like spoon. And I was like, yo, that's mad fucking nasty. Like that's your silverware.
But did she eat it after? Like she gave it to the dog?
She didn't eat it after, but like...
Oh, no, that's fine, man. There's no problem there.
Really?
Yeah, like you just wash that shit. That's all.
Oh, I was so strong on the like, that was so disgusting to me to like have your silverware and your dog licking that shit up, even if you wash it.
Bro, there's 2 kinds of people. One of them is like more lenient with animals where like you feel like it's whatever. And then there's a group of people that are just like, don't fuck with any sort of animal germs whatsoever, and you're definitely in that camp.
I'm in that camp. I don't like.
I'm the opposite. I'm cool with like, I love animals. I love pets. So like, if anything, they get even a little more leeway.
Oh,
like if
really?
they do, yeah, like if they do some, if like there's a, like one of our cats or something farts around me, like it'll be like, oh, you farted, huh? That's funny. But if like a person farted around me, like I'll be like, yo, bro, get your nasty ass out of here. Like that shit is fucking disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So like they get more leeway in a sense.
That's how I am like with myself. Like I feel like like if you farted by me, I'll be like, come on, dude.
Oh, man,
like
that's
I'm
fucked up.
right
Don't be
next to
doing
you.
that.
But if I farted by you, I'd be like, it's cool. What? Like my shit don't stink. Like my fart doesn't smell. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no, I saw her do that shit, and I was like, I wonder if Kyle would do that, like with his cat, like if he would put like cat food on the spoon and then like put that shit into his like.
So with the cats, no, but with the dog Phoebe, who we call Stinky, we have these little like plastic dishes, and she has medicine that she has to take, and so we put it in the dish, and then we spray whipped cream. And so she eats all the whipped cream, and then when she gets to the bottom, she gets the pills up.
Oh, that's
but
smart.
like she has it in that little bowl. She eats out of those little bowls all the time.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, we went to an ice cream shop out there, and the girl in front of me, I don't know, she probably wasn't lactose intolerant because her homegirl got a full cup of ice cream, and then she just got a big ass cup of whipped cream. And at first I was like, what the fuck? And then I kind of was like, that's kind of gangster. Like I kind of fuck with that.
That totally, that is gangster. And my family loves whipped cream more than I've ever seen anybody love whipped cream. Like
Really?
Crystal is a whipped cream lover. Our kids are whipped cream lovers to the point where they might even break it out and be like, I'm gonna put some whipped cream on this shit that has no business having whipped cream on it. Like it's sort of on that level.
An example of something strange that like maybe like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or some shit, and they just throw some whipped cream on the bread.
I'm blanking on the whipped cream one, but I remember when one of them was like a baby, kind of still not a baby, but like a little older than a baby. She was like, she loved the taste of sour cream, where she was like, can I get a bowl of that? And then when Crystal was like, no, she was like, could I get sour cream and blueberries? Crystal was like, no, we're not doing that.
That's how Cece is. She loves mayonnaise. So I'm like, all right, I'll make you a sandwich. She's like, can you just make me like just bread and mayonnaise? And I'm like, that's kind of grimy. I'm like, let me at least put one piece of like
at least one piece of little piece of turkey on there.
Yeah.
You gotta have something. Yeah, you gotta like soften that shit.
And she'll just take the turkey out and just put the straight mayonnaise on that shit. I'm like, that shit just tastes so like, or just seems grimy to me.
Kids are so funny. Like they'll have an idea, like because they don't know the way like the social conventions and like what goes with what, so they'll just do some shit like that. Like just give me a mayo sandwich. Like what's the problem?
Yep. I'm straight like whipped cream to the face from the bottle.
Oh, for sure. And I hear that. I'll be laying in bed and I'll hear our son out there doing that shit.
Yeah.
You'll just hear, and I'm like, put down the whipped cream. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll try to sneak that bitch in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah, I fuck with whipped cream heavy. So I would kind of like, she got that, and I kind of was confused at first, and then I kind of like respected that I'd never seen that before. Even working at an ice cream shop my whole life, I've never seen someone order that shit.
Yeah, just whipped cream.
But then I also remembered that like you go to Starbucks with your dog, and they give them like a puppy chow or something like that. And it's just a cup of whipped cream, and they attack that shit.
They fuck with it. It's the greatest move ever to try to get the dogs to eat medicine. I'm telling you guys, man, because like they have the treats that you put the pill inside the treat, but in my experience, every now and then they'll be like, I don't even want that bitch.
Yep.
But with the whipped cream, she can't help it with the whipped cream. She just goes insky.
Yeah. It's kind of genius, or like how I know for Noah, when we try to get her to potty train, it's like, if you go sit on the toilet, like we'll give you some M&Ms if you do this shit. So like I would be on the toilet 24/7, you know?
Yeah, you got to bribe them, right? Like you got to do, it's a game of incentives. Like I'm gonna make it worth your while if you go use the potty, you know?
All right, let me show you this one. Oh, and just so people know, we're gonna end at 11:30. So get super chats in now.
Get your questions in, because we got a 3-hour cap skis, y'all. 3-hour cap.
Did this one hit you hard?
And Chuck Norris didn't die. He just got bored of being.
So rest in
when I
peace
saw
to Chuck Norris.
I was like, oh shit, Chuck Norris died. But then I was like, wait a second. If you told me he died like 6 years ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, that sounds right.
Same.
Bro, I have that shit. There's so many celebrities now who I'm not sure if they're dead or alive.
Yeah.
Like the other one that came to me the other night was Tina Turner. I was like, Tina Turner, is she alive? Turns out she died in like 2023.
Oh, she's dead?
Yeah, but like, see what I'm saying? Like, there's some
Yeah.
that it's like, are they alive? Are they dead? He's a great example of one that's like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I never understood the whole Chuck Norris like
It was like a Southern
phenomenon.
thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a Midwestern Southern thing. They had that TV show with him in it and shit, with the worst acting you've ever seen in your life, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
I guess
he was a phenomenon, you know, back in the day for them.
yeah, and then I heard he was like conservative Trump too.
Super right wing, bro.
Was he?
Super right wing. Yeah, like fuck him on some shit for real, you know?
Yeah, Texas Walker Ranger. I don't think I ever watched that shit. Where's that? But it was always on, and I don't even know what the premise of the show was, but I think he was just like a guy on a ranch with a gun, just being mad like Southern.
It was those shows. I'm sorry, man. When you go back far and the acting just becomes like comically bad, bro. Like even watching like Miami Vice shit from the 1980s. It's like, how could anybody watch this? But that's all there was back then, you know?
Yeah, I know. You know who I think of when I think of Chuck Norris?
Who?
Remember Doyle Brunson?
Oh yeah, Doyle Brunson, the fucking poker player.
Poker player? He to me is just like a stereotypical like country cowboy hat, like
bro. I think he
redneck.
died too. I'm pretty sure he died too. But then again, he was old forever.
I'm
like,
curious about him because he was dumb old when we were watching poker, and that was 2000. I was saying to
Doyle
Jed,
Brunson death. May 14th, 2023 is when he died.
oh wow, so recently, wow.
I mean, that's 3 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's recent for us, but for some younger folks, that's not that recent. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we saw probably like a 1960s car parked, and it was kind of weird because it was like there was two of them parked in like a lot right next to the street where they were like mad new cars, and just seeing the drastic difference between like that car compared to like the new cars. And I said to Jed, I was like, yo, it's only like 30 years ago that like that car was that car and this car was this car. And he was like, no, it's more like 60 years ago now because we're practically like almost 2030. That shit was probably like 1960, 1970s. Like, you know, the ones with like the long ass fin looking shit on the back of their car.
Yep.
But just seeing both of those cars together was like, it's not that far off that like cars were big as shit like that. And now we have
shit changes so fast, man. Like, think about this. Who was saying this to me the other day? Somebody was telling me we're closer to 2050 than we are to 2000.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, that is like what? I remember 2000 like vividly.
Yep.
I remember that shit. You know? There are people who somebody said there are people born in 2013 that are teenagers now. I was like, born in 2013 and you're a teenager? 2013 was, I was still doing the show in 2013. Like, I was doing what I do now back in 2013. We were doing this shit in 2013.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild.
And some people just like, that's their whole life is in that time frame, you know?
Yeah. Well, the LeBron shit puts stuff in perspective.
Oh, man, bro, low-key, gotta take your hat off to him, man. Like,
have to.
And by the way, I'm one of those people. I absolutely believe that he's taken some sort of PEDs. He's probably taken EPO, which is that shit that Lance Armstrong took, and whatever else. But like, I don't care. It's still fucking impressive. They could give you steroids. They could give you EPO. They could give you 17 different drug cocktails. They could shoot you up like you're a horse, and it's still insanely impressive. What you're dunking on people when you're 41 years old, breaking every fucking record in the books. Like, nah, hats off to you, bro. Hats off.
Yeah, his shit is impressive. I saw one. I don't know if you saw this one against the Rockets, but I think it was Marcus Smart threw him an alley-oop.
Yes.
And kind of like caught it from like the side of the hoop and dunked it. And like, bro, I tried dunking on like, you ever put the rim low in like a driveway? That shit is hard to do. Like, it's hard to put the ball between your legs and do some dunk or spinny shit or like catch the ball with one hand. Like, he's doing it on a 10-foot hoop. Mid-air, like some of that shit is wild, man.
It's just to say he's a freak of nature is an understatement. Like, somebody had the picture up, like 2003 when he came into the league, one of his like earlier dunks, and then they had the dunk from the other day, picture side by side, and it's like, bro, he's soaring just like he was back then. Maybe he lost a couple inches off how high he got, but like that, like, are you kidding me? Go look at like Vince Carter, who's a beast.
Yeah, couldn't even get up there.
Yeah, Vince Carter, by the end of his time in the league, was like overweight, definitely out of shape, didn't rely at all on athleticism. The fact that LeBron could still do athletic ass shit at this age is ridiculous.
Yeah, Well, I saw like they had his screen and then a screen on the bottom, and it was him dunking, doing his crazy shit, and then Jordan at 41, like on a breakaway dunk, and it bounced off of he couldn't even dunk it. It was like barely a dunk. So like, I don't know, but a lot of this fucking stats that he's passing, I've always said this, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like had a lot of those stats that he's passing now, like championships, games played, like points. So like, and he never gets put in that category of like all-time great.
Who doesn't?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, people always talk about, yeah, he's in the conversation for sure. I feel like a lot of people keep him in that bitch.
In the like Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I mean, maybe a little less so now just because it's been so long since he's in the league, but I do feel like for sure he gets put in like top 5 conversations without a doubt. But just real quick to the LeBron thing, I just wanted to say that I now genuinely want to do whatever the fuck his routine is. Like, I want that shit in my life, dog. I don't know what it is. Are you doing cold plunges? Are you doing saunas? Are you doing fucking like whatever the fuck your shit is? Give me that list. I will do that shit because that like to me is inspirational as fuck. That like you can still run and jump like a 21-year-old at 41, you know?
That's what he should release. It's just like he should come out with a workout plan of like what he does. Like,
diet plan, workout plan, recovery plan, like
all that shit. I mean, it's also a lot easier for him too. I mean, like if you had someone making your meals 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah, like the money helps, obviously. Like it makes it so that a lot of that's possible for sure.
I just saw something recently, like they were talking about comedians that stole jokes, and one of them was like
a lot of them.
It was like Amy Schumer, Carlos Mencia, I think, the UFC fighter Brendan Schaub stole like
Brendan Schaub,
yeah. And one of them was like, I don't know how Oprah Winfrey can get fat because she could literally just hire someone that every time she like goes to eat food, just slaps the food out of her hands or some shit like that. And then Amy Schumer like stole that bit from her. Oh, Theo Vaughn said that Little Dicky stole jokes from him or something. It's like that.
Yeah.
So like
Tony Hinchcliffe, they say stole some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They even say Rogan. They even say there's some evidence of Rogan stealing some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what my point on that was, but basically if you have like all the money in the world, you can have someone making you the most bomb food. You can have a trainer in the gym ready for you when you get there. Like, I don't know.
To me, like, there's the golfer Justin Rose, who also is, I think, like 46 or something like that. He won a tournament recently, and he was saying, like, here's my routine, and he was laying it out. And he's doing some OD shit. He's doing some, like, whatever it is, like, icing shit and red light therapy and this and that. And, like, and he says, like, yeah, that shit is part of the routine, and I think that shit makes it so I'm still competitive. So when I see that, I'm like, oh, damn. Like, there is something to all that stuff. Because I've always been a skeptic of all that shit. I feel like it's more placebo effect than anything else.
Bro,
but to have these old ass people,
you have a sauna in your shit.
Sauna would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. But to have like people who are athletes and older and doing well still, even though they should be falling off, like that to me is a sign of like, okay, maybe there is something to this, you know?
They also do that. Like, I feel like that blood stem shit where they like rejuvenate your blood throughout your body.
Oh, no, that's crazy. You can't replicate that shit. There's
like,
nothing.
I feel like LeBron did that. Like, I feel like they like didn't Tiger Woods do this? Like they take your blood and they like regenerate it through your body or something like that.
No, I think the only thing I know of is like the most extreme shit is I think hyperbaric chamber where they sleep in the thing that's like pure oxygen.
Oh,
that I've heard of. I'd never heard of them doing, but maybe I just missed that. Maybe I just didn't see it, but I never heard of any blood shit being done.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure he's doing some shit like that we never like just crazy shit that we never heard of, you know?
Well, yeah, when Ray Lewis came out that he had the deer antler spray and he got suspended for that shit. I was like, who the fuck would even think to like eat some deer antler spray?
That same with Vijay Singh. Same thing. He used that deer antler spray too, and then he got suspended for a little bit or something like that.
Like for all of the steroids that Liver King probably took, I'm sure eating like goat dick might be good for you. You know, like there has to be something to like eating some like
but he
animal's meat, you know?
Yeah.
Like raw animal meat. Like
I think they say that. They say like rhino horn. Eat rhino horn is supposed to be good for you. It's some like ancient Chinese shit. But
that's what I'm saying. Like all that
Liver King guy was a fraud. He just took a lot of steroids.
Yeah,
he got out of just being a juice head, you know?
I feel like even all the steroids that he takes, like there was still probably some strength in that shit. Like he's still lifting up like shit on his back.
But you know what's funny is You know how the Liver King like totally lost his mind and now he runs around threatening Joe Rogan and getting arrested and shit?
Yeah, whatever the fuck happened to him? He like
Yeah,
fell
so he
off our
literally
body.
lost his mind. And somebody was I watched a video on it, and one dude said that if you eat too much liver, if you eat too much of like certain organs from animals, it can make you go crazy. I forget exactly how, but like there's something in it that if it builds up in your brain or whatever, you can go crazy. And that's what happened with Liver King. Like it's literally from the liver that he lost his mind. Yeah, exactly.
I saw videos of him in the past, and like I don't even know how any woman would be with him, and like even his kids can sit at the table and like they just have like he's like pass the rhino dick, like and they like will pass him a platter of some shit, and they're all eating it, and his wife's fronting like it's like she enjoys it. Like the stuff people will do for social media and attention, and like,
bro, people talk about the all meat diet. Like you've seen this, I only eat like red meat, fucking like Jordan Peterson, the carnivore diet. Like there's so many people who tried that shit, and it's like don't do that. That's not good for you, you know?
Yeah, you got to throw some nasty shit in there once in a while to like fuck up your shit, you know?
Bro, you gotta have some vegetables, you gotta have some fruits in that bitch. You can't just have nothing but steak all the time. That's crazy.
Bro,
there's no way that's gonna work for you in the long run.
I think it goes, I know this, we've tiered this out, but I think it goes Five Guys and then In-N-Out for me, man. In-N-Out kind of goated. Like I forgot how good it was.
When you said what you said was I kind of have it like tied for first place, and I fuck with that because every time I've had an In-N-Out in my life, it's been like every time I eat it, I'm like, damn, I forgot how good this was. Like I'm never disappointed with it. So I hear you. I always had Five Guys number 1, In-N-Out number 2. But if you're willing to say I'll give it a tie for first place, I have no argument against you.
Yeah. And I kind of like the fact that it's not made its way to the East Coast, because I was like so eager to have it when I was in a place that had one. So like, I had it twice in Colorado, super banging. I think to your point, you're not mad at the fries, right?
No, my take on the fries is that everybody shits on them OD and says they suck. And then when I ate them, my reaction was like, these aren't that bad. Yeah. And so like the fact that everybody shit on them so hard, In-N-Out should thank everybody who shit on the fries OD, because that made it so that I was like, you guys are overstating it. These are actually decent. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like they're fine.
All right. One more thing, and then we'll get to the super chats. People were hating on me OD. First off, you're a GOAT, bro. So you did your Big Arch review, and I put that as a short. Anything that has Kyle in the thing goes crazy on YouTube, bro. Like you're just a YouTube GOAT. Did you see? I don't know if this was AI or not, but like apparently, like it looked like the cops walked in on some room and there was all like phones like playing the same YouTube video or something like that, and they were saying that they were like YouTube like
bots or views or some shit.
Yeah, but then I think you were saying it was like debunked.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it is or isn't, but there's people who buy views on YouTube for sure. And but there's always a giveaway. Like they can fake the view number, but they can't fake the comments and the likes. And so like there will be a massive discrepancy between what the views are and how many comments and likes there are. People were pointing at that comedian Whitney Cummings, the female comedian Whitney Cummings, who she every episode of her shit would be like 1 million views. Every episode of her shit would be like, and people are like, you're telling me that she's getting like better views than Joe Rogan these days? Like that's crazy. And then you look down and it's like 117 comments, and it's like, no, that's like a 10,000 view podcast. Like you're like, who are you kidding? So there's always something that gives it away, but obviously there's got to be some system where that you get the views, and it's probably people buy it from these farms that can like farm the views like that, you know?
Yeah, facts. So what I was like, people were getting tight of me because they were saying that my thumbnail videos were too AI'd, and I was like, who gives a shit? Like it wasn't that like. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where people are coming from, because, and I'm kind of like this too, in the sense that AI is like, it's sort of fucking everything up, right? Like you got the data centers, which are horrible for the environment, and they like use way too much water. And like it's at a time when we have a water shortage. It's going to add climate change. Like all that is totally true. And so in a sense, I try to avoid using AI as much as possible. I guess where I disagree with people, Corin's channel has declined. I guess where I disagree with people is at this point, it's like I feel like I'm the idiot for not using it at all, because like it's inevitable that the shit is going to be here. Like I actually think we might be able to get away with not having it get worse and go too extreme because we don't have the energy to be able to build all these data centers. Like, we just don't have the ability to do that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But like, in this world, people are going to use it to one extent or another. So like, what are you going to do if every now and then, like we've used AI, I want to say for like 10 thumbnails, maybe in the history of the channel, we used AI. And that was when it was the weekend. I didn't want to bother Lilith for the thumb. And I was like, you know what, let me just make one myself. And I used AI for it. But now the programs have cracked down on like doing, like, I can't have an AI thing do the image of me. There's probably like certain ones that allow it, but the ones I use didn't allow it to make an image of me, where in the past it would.
Yeah, they like distort the face a little or some shit weird.
Or they just, at this point, they just make me a different person completely because,
really?
Yeah, because they're afraid of lawsuits and stuff, which I get. So like now it's like, I don't even find any utility in using AI if I can't like make myself or Trump or whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. This is the last shit I wanted to show you. I don't know if you saw this, but Jay-Z announced he's doing like a stadium show at Yankee Stadium. And like, I think they went on sale yesterday and it just went berserk of like, it was like you got in the queue behind like 100 or like almost 1 million people that you were waiting ahead of.
That's crazy, dog.
And it was just like,
he just never performs. That's why, you know?
I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like people, he just like, he's popular because it's that in and out theory of like, you never get it. So when you have it, everyone's got to go after it, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are people who have him as like GOAT status, but he never performs, so that makes it extra special when he does perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely something to that. But I was never the biggest Jay-Z fan myself personally.
Neither was I. But like seeing that, like, I think it's more of the like he never performs and I'm gonna have a ticket and be at the show, is making everybody go crazy to buy a ticket for his shit. He's definitely up there on the rapper thing.
There's
like,
plenty of people who put him top 5 or just go see he's on my Rushmore. There's plenty of people who feel like that, and I get it. I mean, but you know, to have 1.6 million people, that's like, that has got to be. It's both things. It's like people think he's the GOAT, plus he never performs, and so now it's special. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was just like, damn, Jay-Z is like still goated. All right, let's get to some super chats because
let's do the damn thing, y'all.
A little.
Yeah, we're out at 11:30, guys. Just so you know, we'll try to get through as many of these as we can. Lord of the Viltrumites, thanks for the $10. Scream this as loudly as you can. I am Thrag, bred the Grand Regent of the Viltrum Empire. I was created to rule. I was given power and fury and strength and rage to lead, to conquer, to kill. There you go.
The Viltrumites.
Thanks for the 10.
He's got a couple in a row.
Kyle, would you rather be forced to listen to Mark Levin's annoying voice, change Trump's diapers, or subject to Bill Maher's smugness all day? That's a tough one. I'm going to go. How long do I have to listen to Levin? I'll go with Levin. I was going to say Bill Maher, but I'm going to go with Levin.
You know whose voice bothers me so much? You know the comedian Mark Norman?
Yes. Yes, I do.
He's in the Trumposphere. The Roganosphere, right?
Yeah. Yes. And there are people who try to copy his shit too, the way he talks, and it's annoying.
Why would anybody try to copy his voice?
I don't know. They found it's a cadence. Let me tell you something. When you start doing any sort of public speaking, you always latch on to like a way somebody else talks. I did that shit too when I was younger, and I grew out of it, thankfully. But like, to do it as a grown-ass man is sort of embarrassing, and there are people who try to do that shit.
Oh.
Kyle, would you support opening Epstein Island to the public as a tourist attraction, like how Auschwitz is open to the public? My gut reaction is to say no, but I don't know. I was going to say, if you poll it and it gets over 50%, I'd be open to allowing that.
I think it would be kind of cool to see. I mean, like, it's like,
okay, that's where child rape happened. And this other place is also where child rape happened, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past like Marriott or some shit to buy the island and turn it into like a new resort or something.
True. Yeah. Big can of whoop ass. Thanks for the $10. I'm thinking national divorce. I think the Midwestern states and Northeastern states should merge to form their own union. It would control Great Lakes, huge water supply, and have New York City and Chicago. Yeah. You know, I'm open to taking a look at different maps for how we do the national divorce, but there's definitely a number of ways you can do it. I'm kind of in favor of having all the blue, like most of the blue states, both coasts, and maybe some stuff in the Midwest. That's all part of the blue states of America. And then the rest could be the red states of America. Like, so in other words, you make it 2 states instead of like 6 separate states or whatever the fuck. But where exactly the lines are drawn is a little bit of a matter of debate. But I'm open to it, man. I just want to guarantee that we don't have to have these psychos rule ever again. You know what I'm saying? Sabby Cat, thanks for the $14. Appreciate it. Kyle, it's going to be my birthday on the 31st. You're my all-time favorite political commentator. It would mean the world if you wished me a happy birthday. Well, Sabby, happy birthday. That's awesome. And by the way, you have the same birthday as me in terms of the 31st part of it. I'm January 31st, and you are March 31st. I always said, and I'm curious what you think of this, Corin. I always thought it was cool to have either the first day of the month or the last day of the month be your shit, or in the middle, like you, July 15th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't like. I want some shit that's like I'm either beginning, middle, or end. I don't want some weird like whatever, the 21st or whatever. Like, nah, I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm weird
no, I totally agree.
I got some weird number, like autistic number.
No, I like
shit.
that. It's got first, last is fine, and then either just split that shit right down the middle. The shit that got me tight that I just noticed recently, the emoji for the calendar used to be July 15th.
Oh shit!
They switched that shit to July 17th.
No.
Yeah, and I just looked it up, and apparently, like July 17th is like World Day or some shit.
Oh man!
And I used to send the calendar emoji and be like, "That's my shit," or like I would zoom in and it would say July 15th. But now it's fucking July 17th.
Wait,
so
you still have the Neo song though, so that's cool.
I still have the Neo song. Yeah.
And I got Justin Timberlake's birthday, so that's cool.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that shit too.
The video, the video was funny. My favorite part was when he was like, he's reading the sheet they gave him when he's sitting down at the at the office, and he goes, "Black." Oh no, he goes white, and then he's like, "I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding."
You think they treated him fairly, or for what his situation was, or was?
I mean, yeah, they did their job. Like they did their job. Like they weren't showing him any favoritism. I actually kind of respect how he didn't OD on the like, "Do you know who I am?" shit.
Yeah.
He was just like confused. He was confused and drunk, and that's it. He wasn't like the "How dare you." It was more like, "Damn, is this really happening to me?" You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I think he like when I first heard that he was like trying to block the video coming out, I was like, damn, he must have been on some like weary shit. But then I was like, it kind of like was an okay video for him. Like he looked like he was having a good time. Yeah. The one shit he was like, "What are you doing?" or something. He was like, "I'm on a world tour" or something like that.
And he's like, "Well, what tour?" He said,
"Yeah." The cop was mad dumb. Like
yeah.
One, how do you not know who Justin Timberlake is, and then know what the fuck a world tour is?
And Justin like kind of didn't understand that this guy didn't know who he was. He was sort of like, he was like, "I'm Justin Timberlake."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who are you? Like the guy didn't know who the fuck he was, you know?
That cop kind of was kind of dumb, that cop.
Yeah. But anyway, Sabby, happy birthday. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5, man. Kyle, when do you think the inception of the Dems being so weak started? It's a good question. Probably with the DLC, I think. I'd say with the DLC in the 1990s. Basically, like after Reagan, Democrats started to get weaker and weaker because they felt like Reagan's like hatred of big government represented something they couldn't ever break from. And so that's where you get like Bill Clinton echoing a lot of those right-wing talking points and like cutting welfare and shit like that. So from like the 1990s and on became like it was solidified that Democrats would basically be diet Republicans. But, you know, hopefully I think that's starting to break now just because it's untenable. Like you have to fight back against the insane fascists. You know what I'm saying? Diego, thanks for the $5, man. Dave Smith will chirp about the Iran war for 3 years and then implore his audience to vote for JD Vance because Democrats are woke communists. Man, if he does that, holy shit, dog. And it's very possible he will because people go back forth. Like he's gone back forth on Trump and stuff like that. But yeah, at some point, you either got to, if you're going to be a libertarian, Dave Smith's just got to endorse the libertarian candidates, right? Like that would be one way to be a good libertarian. Or if you pick of the major two parties, you got to go Democrats just because Republicans are psychotic warmonger imperialists. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Diego.
Big Ken of Whoop-Ass, thanks for the $5. Did you know Israel helped apartheid South Africa build and test nukes, testing one in the Indian Ocean or Antarctic? I think I had read that once before in the past, but I didn't remember that. But thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
That's scary.
Diego, thanks again, man. Damn, was that Trump versus Tucker, Megyn Kelly poll career ending for anyone that believed MAGA was against war with Iran? I want Jenks mea culpa ASAP. Yeah, that poll was brutal. Corin, I don't know if you saw this, but they asked Republican voters, do you agree with Trump or with Tucker Carlson? And do you agree with Trump's foreign policy or Tucker's foreign policy? Bro, it was 84% to 6%. So in other words, like the Republicans are just pro-war. Like they're not anti-war at all. Like that's what that was. You know what I'm saying?
So they don't care about the whole Iraq. I didn't think this Iraq shit bothered people either.
Yeah, they don't care about the Iran shit even a little bit. And so, like, anybody who thought, oh, MAGA's anti-war, and like when Trump goes to war, they'll flip on him. It was the opposite. They like fell in line like this.
The only thing I think is gonna change people's mind is an attack on the U.S. I think that's the only shit that's gonna get people like, all right, I don't fuck with Trump anymore.
People are already. I mean, so the country is not fucking with Trump at all. His approval rating is 35%, but MAGA is in such a cult that they support everything he does. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But like, even an attack on the U.S., of course, I think people would hate Trump even more if that happened. But like, I think they think we'd be okay with the war in Iran if there was an attack on us. But I don't even think people would support a war on Iran if we got attacked, because they just think we started the shit, because we did. We started that shit.
I saw someone tweet something that like, I mean, rest in peace to the 2 pilots that passed away on the LaGuardia shit, but like they showed the plane that crashed into a fire truck and the whole shit was like demolished. And they were like, this same plane crashed into the World Trade Center and like took down the whole building. Like they're basically saying like something's weird there.
I see those posts all the time.
Yeah.
9/11 conspiracy posts. Metalhead Matt, thanks, bro, for the $5. Kyle, are you aware the 25th Amendment, if the president contests her removal, requires a 2/3 vote from both houses of Congress? Good luck, LOL. I mean, we got to try something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to try something. This is so out of hand right now. That's the thing that drives me crazy is like everybody's got a reason why we can't. And it's like at this point, it's about history, right? Like how history is going to judge this moment. Like you just have to fight with everything you got. Like you just have to. If you don't, like, we cannot be upset when people look at us and say, you idiots are just like all the Germans in Nazi Germany who didn't try to fight back against Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
John Prothero, thanks for the $5. I'm glad you made it, Corin. Always look forward to the show. By the way, I've been enjoying the Spotify episode uploads. Hope you keep doing them. Oh, that's great. So Molly's been posting them on Spotify?
Yeah, I think she has been. Shout out to Molly. She's the GOAT for putting those up.
Appreciate you, Molly. That's awesome.
Thank you, John. I'm glad I made it too. Like I said, I've seen a lot of TSA videos. It wasn't a bad experience for me at all. Like,
it's just you were lucky at your airport. That's the thing. You were lucky at your airport. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. I'll take a video of Orlando tomorrow because that was one that I saw that looked crazy. So we'll see if it's wild.
Sounds of Silica, thanks for the $10. Kyle, thank you for everything you do for the trans community. You save lives. That's no joke. You could be president one day. I know I'd vote for you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Nice. Yeah, and much love to you. Yes, and we love our trans brothers and sisters. Liquidity Tech, thanks for the $5. Who you guys picking to win the big dance? Sweet 16 should be wild. So many good teams. I'm putting money on Houston.
Houston is very good. A lot of people like St. John's. They think Jay Williams just said today that they got a 50% chance of winning the whole tournament.
50%? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, but like that, he pulled that number out of his ass.
How many are we down to? How many teams are left?
16. It's the last 16. Duke's in it. Michigan State's in it. St. John's is in it, which is huge for New York. Who else is in that bitch? Illinois is still in it. So it's a lot of like the big powerhouse teams. Houston's really good. So we'll see. I hope St. John's wins. I like, New York teams doing well in tournaments.
I'm going to go with Duke. I'm going to say Duke wins.
Duke's got a good shot of that shit too.
Joshua, thanks for the $10. Have y'all heard of Allie Beth Stuckey? She's genuinely unhinged, making all these videos about Tallarico and saying he's not a real Christian. I have heard of her. Wasn't she the one that crashed out and couldn't define what wokeness is? She was like, asked a question very straightforward, like, hey, define wokeness. And she was like, well, what I guess, I don't quite, like she just couldn't answer. I'm pretty sure that's who she is. So yes, I know who she is, but I haven't seen any of her videos on Tallarico, but I love how pissed off Tallarico makes the right-wing freaks. It's awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
V-Man, thanks for the $5. Kyle, what people are missing about Trump's push to take Cuba is top 5 in global cobalt deposits. The U.S. wants an alt supplier than Congo. Damn, son. That is good to know. Thank you very much. I did not know that, and I'll try to commit that to memory because that makes perfect sense. I also thought, Trump wants it to be the playground of the Epstein class again, the top 1%, to go there just like they did back in the day and gamble and, use prostitutes. That's basically what they want Cuba for, but cobalt too. Jeez. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Do you see this guy, Palm Beach Pete or whatever?
Looks like Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Yep. I saw that. That's hilarious.
He's like capitalizing on his moment right now too. But I mean, low key, maybe that shit is Trump. Epstein, and he's fucking just out in the public now.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks for the $5. Did you know the Salvation Army is not just a charity, but a church whose leader is called the General of the Salvation Army and pastors are majors? I did not know that. But I know as a kid, my mom would always donate whenever my clothes were too small or whatever. We donated to the Salvation Army.
Yeah, there's a good Salvation Army in Westchester that I go to. That I thought Goodwill was the shit for recycled clothes, but Salvation Army is pretty good too. And people are always like, is Salvation Army good or bad? Are they one of the like bad donation things? Do we know?
You never know, bro. This guy's saying it's not great. It sounds like, okay. But they used to have a website of like what percentage of the money you give to the charity actually goes to charity, but I don't remember the name of the website. But it was you never know. You just gotta like hand money directly to somebody who you want to have it. Like that's what it is, Or you go to like a charity, like a soup kitchen, and say, "Here is the money." You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you can do.
And if they're bad, but they can hit me with like a vintage Knicks shirt, I'm okay with it.
Time Bandit, thanks for the $10. Read in Mark Levin's voice. Corin is a self-hating Jew and Kyle is an anti-Semite Jew hater. You reprobates don't understand why we need to invade Cuba. The FCC needs to ban you and Tucker Carlson. That is awesome because it's actually something he would say. I feel like he would say all of those things. So that's what's up. T-Lane, thanks for the $10. Do either of you have any predictions for the political race of the century? I'm speaking, of course, about the mayoral race of the French town Arcis-sur-Aube featuring Hitler versus Zelensky. I'm going to go with Zelensky because electing somebody with the name Hitler is diabolical as fuck. Yeah. Like you like are mandated to change your name if your last name is Hitler, even with 2 T's. Like, nah, bro, we're not doing this.
I was just saying we went to the Coors factory and the guy who started the Coors thing, his name was like Adolf Coors. And I was like, what if Adolf made a resurgence in like kids' names? Like,
bro, there's a lot of Nazis running around these days. I feel like they might troll everybody and be like, yeah, my son's name is Adolf,
That's just a wild name. Like if anybody came back out and was like, yeah, his name is Adolf Smith.
Yeah, it is great. Like just like how like the Hitler mustache is just banned permanently now. Michael Jordan tried it for a second, and then everybody was like, "Hey, yo," and he was like, "All right."
Yeah, I'm a chill.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks for the $5. Did you see the interview between Candace Owens and Norm Finkelstein? I don't know about you, but I cringed at parts of it. I did not watch that interview, but yeah, Norm has his he has his moments where he's great, but then sometimes he has his moments where you're just like, damn, he's super like ornery grandpa mode where it's like, bro, you just relax, go away,
Candace Owens is still horrible, right? Or
she's horrible. She's horrible. She's terrible. Yeah. Eagles Fly, thanks for the $5, or Eagles Fly by. What do y'all think of LeBron overall? Of course, he's one of the greatest of all time, but I think he's kind of lame. I can't lie. I kind of like him. I mean, he's corny, he's cheesy, but like I kind of like him. The only thing is like I understand the arguments of like with his position, he could afford to be a lot more radical than he is in his politics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that I kind of agree with. But outside of that, I feel like he's genuinely been almost like a model, a model star for sports. Like he's a good role model. Kids look at him and he's got that work ethic. He treats people kindly. Like
marriage is good.
All that stuff,
Yeah, no, I agree with Kyle. I think he's kind of corny in some instances, but like his play on the court and like his longevity, like that shit's impressive, man. Like so, even as corny as he is, but to Kyle's point, like he'll never do enough on a topic where you're like, wow, he took a stand. Like I remember the whole Minnesota thing. He just retweeted like a Bruce Springsteen song that he did, and I was like, why don't you come out and say something if you're gonna like show that you're for a movement, but not actually get behind it? Like, and so like in those moments, I'm like, yeah, you could probably be saying a little bit more with the power and position that you have.
Absolutely. But I will say this for sure: if the Lakers win the chip this year, there is a 0% chance he goes to the White House.
No, he's not going. Yeah, I think he said back like he might have won.
Was 2018 that he won with the Cavs?
I think so. Yeah,
so
and he was basically
they definitely
said,
like, "No, we're not going to that."
Yeah. He came out and was like, "Yeah, don't get it twisted. Like, don't say Trump's my friend or something like that." Like, right. So, like, I respect him for that.
Metalhead Matt, thanks again, man. Hey, Kyle, would you rather have complete nuclear disarmament or the ability to deter/destroy an incoming asteroid, assuming that it requires nukes? I mean, in this hypothetical you're lining up, I would prefer to have the nukes, but like it's like game theory though, right? Like you need if you have nukes, everybody's got to have nukes. Because like if you have one country that has it and a bunch that don't, like then all of a sudden we can dominate them and exploit the shit out of them. Or even if you have like 5 or 6 countries that have it and the rest of them don't, like you get it, right? Like it's either nobody has them or everybody has them. That's the only way it's like fair.
Yeah.
You know? So and I'm not even sure nuclear disarmament is possible. It just feels like the way human nature works, they'll never just be like, yeah, let's go in reverse and have none. Because there'd be one person or one country that's like, just kidding, bitch, we still got them. And it's like, now you run the world, you know?
Actually, we didn't throw ours away.
V-Man, thanks again. Kyle, thinking about the U.S. regime changes disgust me. Was reading about Guatemala President Jacob Arbenz. They overthrew him and made him undress in front of cameras, all because he gave land to the poor. Sounds about right, bro. Sounds about right. The empire is vicious and grotesque and unsalvageable.
You'll like this username.
Dickie McGee's axe. Thanks for the $5. Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish. That's $100K in student loans.
That's very true.
True, bro. Appreciate you.
I saw Notre Dame is doing like free college tuition for any families that make under $150,000. Which
that's what's up. That's good stuff.
But it's like not a lot of families make under $150,000 nowadays, you know. And if you do,
I'm sure there are a lot. Bro. I'm sure there's a lot. Yeah, there's definitely a lot.
But you'll be broke at school.
T-Lane, thanks for the $10. Seeing the CEOs of multiple fast food corporations have made it a trend to taste their products, how can we get the other CEOs to join? I'd like to see Glock, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, and Colt, to name a few. 6-7. Yeah, I see what you're getting at there, and I don't want to explain it in any more clear terms because we might get banned, but I get what you're saying, and yes, they should try those products out as well. WMO, thanks for the $10. Hey, Kyle, I know you made your thoughts clear on triple Trumpers, but what are your thoughts on the people who voted for Trump, Kamala? Well, I'm assuming if they voted Trump, Kamala, then at this point, they're like, they are pretty clear in understanding that the Republican Party is psychotic. So, welcome. I'd say welcome. As soon as they, it seems like they've seen the light, and if they've actually seen the light and they're living those values, good for them. I'm happy for them. Jimmy Abes, thanks for the $5. My entire family is MAGA, and I am the sole leftist. Thanks for providing this space for me and people like myself. Well, of course. And I think we can all relate to having somebody somewhat close to you that's on the right and insane. So we all go through it. You know, it's a very common thing, but I'm happy that you have an outlet. Appreciate you, man. Asha, not you again. Thanks for the $5. Someone on YouTube made a rap song about secular talk. Don't know if y'all seen it. Also, YouTube recommended video of Kyle calling Crystal stupid years ago. Yeah, it's so crazy. Every now and then, YouTube will just like grab some old ass video from my channel and just super serve it to everybody in the algorithm for no damn reason. Sometimes they do that with my first video ever, and sometimes they do it with that Crystal video.
Someone at YouTube's got a crush on Crystal, and they're just trying to send that shit at her.
And I did see the rap song. Yes, it's definitely AI. I have no doubt that it was AI. It's not real. Yeah, because the pronunciation of certain words. And it's an okay AI song though, as far as AI songs go. And there's also a Hassan one, there's a Vosh one, and there's a Destiny one as well that the same channel posted. But yeah, I see that it got a lot of views. I noticed it had like 30,000 views, the rap song about me that's fake.
I couldn't get behind the AI songs, to be honest. Like Jed played a couple, and it was like they were mashing up like bangers in like a 1980s, 70s version. Just wasn't hitting for me.
Nah, there's some that are like you will definitely hear some that you're like, oh, I kind of like this, you know. But yes, there's something about it that feels so soulless.
Yeah.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks for the $20, man. My birthday is April 1st. Can you wish me a happy birthday in Trump's voice in a way Trump might say it? Big can of whoop ass. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're wonderful. You're tremendous. And I wish you a happy birthday. I really hope you have a wonderful birthday. And by the way, just like me and Corin were talking about, April 1st is a phenomenal birthday.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't...
Also, it could, I mean, it's kind of a iffy one for the first because it's April Fool's. So you could tell someone it's your birthday and they could think you're
Oh, I see what you're saying. Nah, I still fuck with it. I'm still fucking with it. Yeah. April 1st is a good birthday. If I didn't have January 31st, I would definitely want some shit like that.
Right.
You know,
happy birthday.
Aaliyah, thanks for the $10. Trump's vendetta against windmills started when Scotland installed multiple wind turbines on their coast, and it ruins the oceanfront view of Trump's Aberdeenshire golf course. That's right. That's exactly right. I actually watched some like news segment on that a while ago, and that's how this guy is. He's just like totally vain and selfish, and like doesn't care about shit except his own wealth and aggrandizement, and so like he thought that got in the way of his pretty views, and here we are.
That's what made him start attacking it. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
I love when he says like China's not building windmills. It's like he just makes shit up. It's incredible. He just makes shit up.
Are they?
Of course they are.
Oh.
He says he always acts like, you know, like they're using oil and gas. They're not doing green and renewable technology. And it's like they're building more of that than anybody else on Earth by far. What are you talking about? He just says shit.
Lie. Yeah.
Eucalyptus, thanks for the $10. How bad do you think it has to get before y'all actually go into a general strike? There has to be a line somewhere, right? If you're asking, like when the country will do a general strike, I mean, honestly, just add in like a Great Depression, and then I think everybody will do it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe I want to say it's March 28th, which is not that far away. Actually, it's about a week away. They're doing a No Kings protest, a massive No Kings protest all over the country. So,
another one of those?
It's not a general strike, but there will be a ridiculous number of people who come out to that shit. So, like, I don't think we're that far away from something like a general strike. I really don't.
A general strike would be good. Again, I'm like on the side of like, yeah, the No Kings shit is good. We were driving in Denver and like there was an overpass and it was like honk if like fuck ICE and you honk. It's like, what is that doing really? Like besides like putting paper on a fucking bridge for people to honk. Like, does that shit actually accomplish anything?
Well, it's got to be to the point where like fucks up the country and fucks up the economy.
Like
and
a general strike or like blocking Amazon or some shit.
It's also got to get to the point where like the people in power are scared of like societal breakdown.
Right.
And like there's a very famous story of like a bunch of protesters outside the White House when Nixon was president. And he was genuinely afraid they would break into the White House and like drag him out and kill him. And you know, that'll wake him up. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need something that has a little bit more bite to it. Something like a general strike would definitely do that. The other thing is I saw that on the No Kings website, they don't even say Iran. They don't mention Iran. They do say like something about illegal war, but I mean, they should be a little more direct. Like with where we are right now, with how insane and extreme these people are, like you should be super clear about all of it. That like,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it sucks. It's a little vague.
Yeah, I think so.
Middlehead Matt, thanks for the $5. Are state regulations / taxes worth it if billionaires / firms relocate to Republican states, e.g. Bryn / Oracle and Silicon Valley / Austin, taking revenue / jobs with them? It's a great question. I would say that as a general rule, this is why it's better to make these decisions at a federal level. So like there is no like, hey, just park in this state and like you get to escape a lot of the regulations or escape a lot of the taxes. So I prefer to make these decisions at a federal level. But having said that, you simply like can't be held hostage by the wealthy, where they say, look, if you do anything I don't like, I'm just going to fucking like leave here and then you're fucked, right? And my general response is to the studies and the data that I've seen seem to indicate that this isn't as much of a problem as people make it out to be. In fact, like Zoran raised taxes on the wealthy and there more wealthy people moved into New York. There's been no exodus from New York. So like you can get away with more taxes on billionaires and more reasonable regulations, more so than people think you should. And then also like, it's just a matter of principle, right? Like we shouldn't live in a country where the working class is taxed at a higher rate than the billionaires are. And so like, you just have to do it. And you know, I think the downsides of it are overstated. And I think we could manage with whatever sort of downsides do occur would be my answer to you.
Thanks, Matt.
Soul, thanks for the $10. Corin, do you remember when you said there should be a game show called See or No? Yeah, I remember that. It was one of the funniest moments on Kyle and Corin. Adrew 2016 animation video on that part.
I gotta find if someone knows what episode that's from. Let me know because I'm gonna chop that up and I'll make that into a show.
That shit is fucking hilarious. I also have on my phone when you couldn't say Molotov cocktail.
Send me that shit too, or tell me where that's.
I gotta find it. It's in my phone. I gotta see if like it's because you know how sometimes it's like you can't recover it even though it's right fucking there.
Yes.
So I'll see, but yeah, that shit was hilarious. I remember that like it was yesterday.
I also clipped up the one I haven't posted it yet, but the last one we were talking about someone with like a electric gate, and it was just like, yo, if you're gonna get a gate, just fucking get a gate. Like it was some dumb shit, but I say some dumb shit.
Eagles fly by. Thanks for the $5. Y'all remember the dunk of death by Vince Carter? Did y'all ever hear the whole story? Apparently that messed up Frederick Weiss's life to a degree. Crazy. Yeah, so I think you're talking about when Vince Carter dunked over the 7-footer.
That was at the Olympics, right? I
still had that as one of the greatest dunks of all time, bro.
100%.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And the other one, there's an end one baller. I believe his name is the Air Up There. I think that's his name. And he did a legit 720 dunk.
I remember that.
Like,
yeah.
Even a little more so than Matt McClung, who kind of did one too.
Yeah.
Like he got a little more of a twist in the air.
Yep.
I think the Vince Carter dunk and that dunk might be the two greatest dunks, in my opinion, of all time.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. And almost to a point where if the and one guy's video came out now, I'd be like, that was AI. Like that, like they spun him around too many times.
Yep, that's right.
Like there's no AIing that video because if you watch it, it's like blurry. It's like shot on whatever footage it was on.
Mm-hmm.
But he just like it was like a tornado the way he spun.
That's right.
It didn't see.
He was literally a blur. He became a blur.
A blur.
Yep.
Yeah. And the Vince Carter one is just so goated.
Incredible.
Jump over another human being like that?
7-footer, dog. 7-footer. Again, McClung did a similar shit too, but like Vince was the OG and did it in an Olympic game, I think it was.
In game. Yeah.
Yep.
I think I did hear that messed I mean, like, I'm sure that wasn't the only thing that like messed this guy up. Like probably had some like drug problem and shit going on prior to it, but I sure can't help you when someone's got their balls on your chin.
Some people like the balls on their chin. Let them rock. Let them live. Dominic, thanks for the $10. I asked a couple of weeks ago if you liked my favorite song, Sympathy for the Devil. You said you haven't heard it. I should have said it's the Stones song that goes, Pleased to Meet You. Hope you guess my name. Oh, I know that song.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Guess my name. That's his song?
No. It's his favorite song.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
He's not one of the Rolling Stones. Yeah, no, that's a good song. I like that song.
Yeah, I think we could kind of like move on from Mick Jagger. Like it's enough already with him.
Yeah, it's kind of rough when the thing you do requires like some degree of youth, and then like you just get really, really old. Like that video everybody's making fun of Madonna, like grinding on stage and shit, wearing some weird
Recently?
shit. Like, yeah, you don't remember this? There was something that went viral of Madonna like dancing on stage and whatnot, and everybody was sort of like, "All right, come on, you got to sort of wrap it up a little bit," or at least like. To a certain extent, you need to act your age. I'm not saying you got 100% act your age, but like you got a 50% act your age where like there's got to be some awareness of like, I'm not even trying to be sexy anymore.
Yeah.
Because like none of us are going to be sexy at that age. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not a thing, you know?
I think we said this in the past, but like Robert Kraft, like you don't have to wear some Travis Scott low Nikes. Like you could wear regular shoes, wear some Birkenstocks or some shit. Like you don't, we get it. Like you've got a lot of money. You don't have to like, I respect Mark Cuban because like he doesn't wear any like weird shit. Like he just wears some jeans and like some regular ass Nike shoes. Like you don't got to put some Nike Dunks on. Like Mick Jagger, like your pants are
put your shirt on, bro.
Like put your shirt on, like and stop dancing on the pole. We don't want to see that shit anymore.
Reel it in. Hate Cube, thanks for the $5. Kyle, how many suits / ties do you own, and how do you decide which to wear on any given day? So let me think. Ties, I want to say, let's say I have 10. No, it's not 10. It's like 20, 40, 60. Probably 60 ties I have over the course of my life. And I would say that at least like 20 of them I just inherited from my dad. And then a bunch of others I got. I used to get $5 ties when I worked at the car dealership. Somebody would come in with $5 ties. And
for real?
Yeah. And they're nice. They're like, they look good. And I still wear them to this day.
A good sales tactic for someone to come in and sell ties at a car.
Well, I mean, they probably stole them, but then they came in and sold them to us. So that's why they were only $5, but they were fucking awesome. But anyway, so I probably have like 60 ties. Suits, if I have to guess, let me think. Maybe like 12, but not 12 suits, more like there's like maybe 4 that are actual suits, and then the rest are like sport jackets. You know what I'm saying? Where like I don't have the pants with them, I just have the jacket.
Yeah.
And how do I decide what to wear? Just whatever I feel like on the day, bro. Just wake up and pick one out, and sometimes I'll pick a tie and work backwards from the tie, how to put the outfit together. Sometimes I pick a button-down shirt and work backwards off of that. Sometimes I pick the jacket and work backwards off that, but I always just sort of piece it together as I go.
You still like, I mean, I don't know if you still do this, but take like mad pride in like the express shirts. It would be like a lime, like green type of shit with like a.
I still got a lot of those.
Yeah.
But it's a shame because they had a lot of great ones, and I can't find I haven't seen like that lime green one. Yeah. Mine is all ratty and old now, and I can't find a replacement for it. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you fucked with that one heavy.
I love that shirt. Yeah, that was like my favorite shirt.
Yeah.
QC man, thanks for the $5. I get your point about Tallarico sounding like Obama, but a lot of that has to do with Obama having the cadence of a preacher, which Tallarico is pursuing. Yeah, I disagree with that because there's so many Democratic politicians who tried it. It was Beto O'Rourke tried it. Pete Buttigieg to one extent tried it, but Pete is not as bad as he used to be. He's gotten a lot better with it. Shit, who else? John Ossoff to one extent or another also kind of does it. It's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Like, it is what it is. And if that's my biggest criticism of him, then he should be happy because, you know, I've been giving him a lot of praise lately because he's smart and he's been saying a lot of the right things.
They did a Sunday morning special on Cory Booker, and basically, like, he didn't announce he was running, but I think he's gonna run for president 100%.
No shot. Zero shot, bro.
Okay, good. Because, like, he kind of annoys me. I don't know if he's good or not.
Nah, he's literally got zero shot. None. Malone, thanks for the $10. Kyle, you win a contest to play a round of golf at Augusta before the Masters. However, the caveat is that you have to play the entire round with Ted Cruz as your playing partner. You doing it? I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. I'm playing golf with Ted Cruz, and we might be arguing the whole time, but I'm doing that shit.
Is there any partner that would not make you play at the Masters?
Trump, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Trump would be a fun round of golf if you just put, like, him being president aside. Actually, no, he's a cheating ass.
Yeah, he cheats, and he's also just like, he's just so evil, you know? It's like it's genuinely like playing golf with Hitler, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'll pass on that. Whereas Ted Cruz, he's a total fucking disgusting piece of shit. But, like, you get the sense that if you say something mean to him, he'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be like, man, that hurt me. Yeah. Whereas Trump's just like, nothing. It's nothing to him.
Thanks, Mom.
So what? Who cares, really? Thanks for the $5. Y'all see power lines hit in Kuwait and gas facilities hit in Iran? We're cooked, fam. What are you talking about? Did that just happen? I'm not sure if I haven't been on Twitter in about 2 hours, but
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
last night there were rumors that they hit the power plants, and they didn't actually.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
But that would just put all the power out in Kuwait, which is like major city.
That's what this guy's saying. I don't know if it's true though. I'm looking right now to see if, like, I missed something, but I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Sound of explosion at Valero refinery in Port Arthur, Texas. So it looks like there was an explosion at a thing in Texas, which is interesting. Shelter in place issued, major explosion occurred at a refinery plant. I wonder if that's an attack. I don't know. We'll see. Shout out to Hassan, Jeremy Corbyn, and all the others who went to Cuba to deliver aid. The amount of people crying, yes, they went, is insane. I totally agree, Guitar Pro, and thank you for the $5, man. It's been so crazy to watch that. People like going after Hassan. The New York Post article that was like, Champagne socialist stays in 5-star hotel as Cuba starves. And it's like, he's literally there to bring them food and to, like, help them. Like, that's the whole point of the trip, you fucking assholes. You know?
How the fuck do they expect someone to stay? Like, in a fucking, like, in the streets?
And to your point, like, they made it so that the U.S. government mandates you can only stay in, like, these hotels, and this is one of those hotels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gotta find something.
That one dude, thanks for the $10. Thanks for all you do. Highly recommend at Dr. Jessica Kanurik for your show. A great voice on chatting about anything Maha, and really think she would do your audience good. Check her out. Dr. Jessica Kanurik. Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
I think you were probably the last leftist that stayed supportive of Joe Rogan. I wonder if you had reached out to him privately before you started criticizing him publicly. I don't remember. In the past, when he had gotten in trouble, I had, like, defended him publicly, and so I had built up a bunch of goodwill. But when I turned on him, it was so, like, there was no other. I mean, he had on fucking Trump on his show and started sucking him off and shit. And it was just like, oh, you're, like, gone mentally, you know? So he deserved it. He deserved every fucking second of it.
I feel like you would also send him some, like, progressive articles and some shit too, right? Like,
yeah, back in the day. I mean, I didn't do it a lot, but, like, back in the day when we chatted, yeah, I would send him some shit that would steer him in the right direction. Now he says that's how he gets his news, from people texting him, but it's all right-wing idiots that text him, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Fem Testico, thanks for the $22. I'm from Europe and would love to go on holiday to the USA, but right now I'm scared to go there. Still love y'all though, and hope you'll figure your shit out. Yeah, man. I mean, you're one of the people that's abandoning the country, which it makes sense, and everybody's doing it, you know? Like, there's a reason people are doing it, because they don't want to end up in fucking, like, an ICE concentration camp, you know?
Yeah. Not a good time right now.
Hate Cube, thanks for the $5. Help, Alex Jones is here for some reason, and he just won't leave. He seems wasted as fuck. How would you get rid of such a guy? Hate Cube must be Tim Pool, because this is what Tim Pool dealt with on his show the other day. How do you get rid of such a guy? You run. You fucking never look back and just run, bro.
Even if he's in your house, just let him stay. He owns your house now.
He'll just start babbling about Joe Rogan's vagina because that's all he does now. Apparently, it's very weird. And that's what he did. He was on Tim Pool's show and he kept mentioning Joe Rogan's vagina. He kept saying Joe Rogan's vagina.
What?
Bro, it's crazy. You got to watch. I did a video on it. You can watch it.
I'm gonna see it after.
Yeah. Action Jackson, thanks for the $5. You think we'll see big protests when Trump invades Iran and drone videos come out like in Ukraine where they chase down Russians but with Americans? I don't know, bro. I don't know. We've certainly seen some protests, but not as big as I'd hoped. I think this No Kings one is probably going to be a flex. It's probably going to be like the biggest one yet. And so I could see that happening for sure.
That'd be nice. Thanks, Action.
D Blues guy, thanks for the $10. All living presidents deny they spoke to Trump about attacking Iran. Why don't ex-presidents really call him out? They care more about presidency than our safety. Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that. The decorum of like, oh, you let this president cook and like you don't say much about him at all. It looks kind of stupid in this moment because we've gone full fascist now, So they should speak up. They had a conscience, they would. Big can of whoop ass. Thanks again, man. Would you consider a person without dwarfism but still 5 feet tall like me a little person? Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. I would say to be a little person. There's probably some criteria that I don't know of, but 5 feet I certainly wouldn't consider little person.
I feel like for a little person, there probably is some there's got to be like a requirement, like there's got to be some number they go off of.
Yeah, and I don't think 5 feet qualifies. I think 5 feet is too tall.
Yeah, you're tall.
Ian, thanks for the $5. Glad to see Corin made it for tonight. Legit surprised that happened. Curious to hear Kyle's unfiltered thoughts on the Game of Thrones finale. LOL. Yeah, it was bad. It's a real shame because Game of Thrones for like the first 4 seasons was the best show ever made, and then they sort of drove that shit off a cliff.
I hate when they do bad finales.
Yeah, but I have many issues with it. Even just Bran becoming the king was weird, but apparently that's in what's supposed to be, like that's what's supposed to happen according to according to the author. So, yeah, I mean, just not good. They just dropped all the realism aspects and sort of like rushed it out, and I don't know. It just sucked. There's people who dissected it much better than me and have said like, here's what they should have done, and almost all the people who try to do that did it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's unfortunate when that shit happens.
Intello, thanks for the $5. I just recently found out Ben Carson is still in the Trump administration. I sometimes forget this idiot is literally a genius in his medical field. Isn't that crazy?
I genius. He died.
Yeah, for sure. But no, you know who it was, Corin? Herman Cain died. That's why. That's why you thought Ben Carson died. There's a small group of like black Republicans who are like at the top of that field, and like those were the two.
Oh, the blacks love me.
Adam King, thanks for the $5. Kyle, do Illinois results and Alam loss show Dem voters haven't woken up yet? Thoughts on clowns claiming Abdul can win Michigan general, so McMorrow's better. So to answer your question, no, I don't think so. I think that it was just a crowded field, right? Like the cat race in particular was a crowded field. And so, you had the left vote being split. And so Biss ended up winning, but, the AIPAC person finished in third, which was nice. I think that the lesson is leftists need to be more serious about gaining power. And that includes like talking to each other and determining who the candidate is going to be when the going gets tough and it's like time to shit or get off the pot. And a lot of people need to put their own ego aside and just let the person who's leading be the one to carry the torch, right? So like, I don't think it's that bad. In terms of the argument that Abdul can't win in Michigan, so McMorrow's better, I mean, that's just made up. Why would Abdul be any less quote unquote electable than McMorrow in a general election? I don't understand. If the argument is, oh, well, he's Muslim, so he can't win, well, they could just flip it. Okay, McMorrow's a woman, so she can't win. So they both have equal number of minority points. You know what I'm saying? So like, just go with the better candidate. And I would say Abdul's the better candidate. Having said that, if McMorrow wins, it's not the end of the world. She's like an Elizabeth Warren type Democrat, whereas Abdul's like a Bernie type Democrat. So like, she's not as good, but she's still, passable when the general election comes along. And I still think she could win too. But I definitely think he's a stronger candidate for sure.
Thanks, Adam King.
Some real news. This guy's always a troll, right?
Yeah, he's a troll.
You regret saying Trump was standard Republican, but with mean tweets in 17. Corin, how are you more accurate than Kyle in 24 despite being a political novice? I do regret saying that. That was totally incorrect.
and I've said this in the past, it's like when your girlfriend fills out a March Madness bracket. She's probably going to do better than you because sometimes that like dumb naiveness, like if you think too hard about something, you might be wrong about it. Sometimes you just pick based off of a mascot.
And by the way, I would also say there's an asterisk by that one because I still think Kamala won. I still believe
that's true.
I still believe the Greg Palace theory more so now than ever before, if I'm being honest. Jettison, thanks for the $5. Been you two for a decade. I made this comment to plead with Kyle to stop reading on a device, driving and streaming all at the same time. I love you too. To be fair, I'm not streaming. It's not a streaming video. It's just a video I record and then upload later. And any reading that's done is literally like one word at a time in a total of one sentence where I look down and look back up. So I will defend myself.
And Jettison, you probably do that shit too. We all fucking text and drive. Maybe you don't. If you don't, good on you.
Ben Taxistine, our boy. Thanks for the $50, man.
Thank you.
The Asmongold transformation. 1, Twitch Palestine remarks. 2, Asmongold schooled by Hassan. 3, the Twitch ban. 4, the Twitch return apology. 5, the resentment. Those 5 things broke him like the stroke broke Fetterman. You are here. F. Sam Harris, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a segment not on tomorrow's show, but on Wednesday's show on Sam Harris because I saw he said some dumbass shit too. But yeah, shout out to you, bro, for laying out the whole Asmongold development because I don't know. I didn't follow it that closely, but I did. He did come to mind at first when he said that shit about Palestinians. I was like, God damn, that's racist as fuck. But yeah, he's gotten worse and worse as time has gone by. It's got really, really bad, you know?
Thanks, Pentaxis team. You're a real one.
Joshi, thanks for the $5. Joshi Versace, thanks for the $5, and I like your name. Kyle, Trump is doing an IndyCar race in DC. Have you ever watched motorsports before? Many people compare it to golf in terms of entertainment value. No, I'm not a big fan of like NASCAR or you know motorsport shit. And the fact that he's doing that, it's gonna make fucking DC undrivable and unlivable.
Oh, he's putting. Oh, they did that in Chicago. He's doing an IndyCar race in the streets of DC.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, you're fucking with all sorts of people in their life and like fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I hate it. I fucking hate it. And it's just like the UFC fight on the front lawn. And it's like him trying to get his name on fucking coins and shit like that. Like, stop making all this dumb shit about yourself. He acts like a 12-year-old boy. Like, grow the fuck up. Lower the price of gas, bitch. Instead of doing all this dumb shit, you know?
They did an IndyCar race in Vegas when I was there. And literally it took, I think, like 2 hours to get like 2 blocks because they were building a fucking racetrack that they used for one weekend.
And they try to make it so you can't even watch it. If you're a resident of Vegas, they try to like really? cover that shit. Yeah.
Don't do that. Oh, come on.
Evil, bro. Evil. Plain Sight, thanks for the $10. Bros, do you have any song from the 90s that's a guilty pleasure, but to where it's almost uncomfortable to admit? Mine's is Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. There, I said it. Shout out to y'all. Bro, you talk about 90s songs, like
we all know shit. Like
OD. I got 1,000 90s songs that I fuck with hard.
Ashley Simpson's got bangers. Who's the other girl?
That's 2000s. That's 2000s.
Oh, she's 2000s?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like Mandy Moore. She's 2000s also.
Oh, she freaked it. That she's like 98, 99, I want to say. Right? So yeah, Candy. You're thinking Candy.
Yeah.
I'm missing you like Candy.
Don't be embarrassed to own that shit, man.
Nah, not at all. I got a banger for you too. Jennifer Page, Crush. Page spelled Paige. It's just a little crush. Yeah. Not like I faint every time we touch. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Kiss Me's a good one too.
I got a million of them.
So kiss me.
I got a million of them, bro. I got a million 90s bangers, but there you go. I just got you started there.
You know,
I can hit you with 90s bangers like I hit you with fragrance recommendations day after day. So get Jennifer Page Crush. You're welcome.
Banger.
Michael Loverball. Thanks for the $20, man. Yo, been with y'all since 2016. Go watch Hail Mary. Everyone, great movie. Hail Mary. I don't even know if I heard of that.
That's the new shit. And I was gonna say to you, like, you kind of look like what's his name a little bit. He just hosted SNL with the blonde hair. He was Ken and Barbie.
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
Fuck is his name?
Who played Ken in the Barbie movie?
Why am I blanking on dude's name?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah. You kind of got a Ryan Gosling look a little bit. Has anyone
I mean,
said
it's the hair. It's the Ken hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing that for sure.
But Hail Mary, I think, is his new movie where he's like an astronaut, but like, I don't think he knows what to do in space or some shit.
Okay. That's crazy.
Kind of, I don't know. I saw the preview. It didn't like really do it for me, but I guess it was good.
Metalhead Matt, thanks again, man. According to an econ textbook, Trump did pair tariffs with industrial policy to increase domestic production. Corporate tax breaks create more capital. Nah, bro, that's crazy. When we say industrial policy, we mean like direct subsidies and investments in building U.S. factories. And that's like what Biden was trying to do with the CHIPS Act and with the infrastructure bill and with, whatever else. There was like a whole slew of those kinds of bills. But that's what we mean by industrial policy, not some fucking corporate tax break bullshit.
All right, we'll roll through some faster.
Cool. Thanks for the $10, man. Are we the most propagandized country? I'd assume that title would go to North Korea or something, but are we in the top 10? It's insane how many people hate policies that would massively help them. Yes to that second part. To the first part, our propaganda is like specialized, right? Because we have nominally freedom of the press, so they have to like limit the spectrum of debate rigidly, and that's what they do. But no, we're not like like North Korea definitely is more extreme, and there's other more extreme countries too, but they have like a sophisticated version of the propaganda in this country, and it is like very brazen propaganda once you can see through it.
Thanks, Cole.
T-Lane, thanks, man. Since there's no Secular Talk store, may I have permission to have an apron made with the logo? I'm collecting aprons of teams, anime, video games, breaking points, etc. I can talk to Lilith about paying you. You don't have to pay me, and you can make one, but just one. Do not like make them and start selling them. Know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Lizzie, thanks for the $2. Corin, for fuck's sake, get a bidet. She's like, wash your ass, bro. Wash your ass.
No, usually I try to keep it above 5 hours to keep it moving, but I might have to get a bidet, man. My sister's got one, and
it's nice, isn't it?
Shit. Yeah. It's nice, kind of goated. Especially the ones that are warm water.
Woo! Let's go.
Game changer.
JJ saying, thanks for the $5. Hi, y'all. Hassan and others went to Cuba while MAGA and liberals criticized. This shows are ignorant, not realizing the embargo because the mess in Cuba. Yeah, the people were blaming him. Well, some of them know, but just don't care. They just lie and say, like, that's not why Cuba's doing bad. They're doing bad because communism. And, like, that's fucking stupid. No, this moment is very desperate because of the fucking medieval siege that's going on. Like, of course, that's the direct reason why they're out of fuel. But, yeah, fuck those people who are criticizing him. Ryan, thanks for the $5. What are your thoughts on Mayor Katie Wilson? She's described as the Mamdani of Seattle. I haven't, since she started governing, I haven't seen what she's been up to. I haven't seen any articles on like how she's managing it, but I know that Crystal interviewed her and Crystal thought of her very, very highly. So that means she's like very intelligent, and I'm sure she's doing a great job.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yo, Corin, I'm always talking to Kyle. This one is for you. Buy yourself some underwear, bro. Trump voice. No one wears shitty underwear like I do. Thank you, Offensive Humor 420.
Hey, I'm not saying wear shitty underwear. I'm just saying occasionally you're going to have some shit stains in your underwear if you've got a good pair that have been with you for a lot of years.
But I feel like you don't wear the bright-ass tighty whitey ones.
No,
right?
no,
like,
I don't. Yeah, mine.
Ones. That's diabolical, dog.
That is. If you ever like have a grandparent that passes away and you like go through their clothing, you're going to find some like old, saggy, tidy whitey shits, and they're gonna have some shit stains in them bitches.
Terrible. Shit, not you again. Thanks again for the $5. Getting tired of all the AI ads, like AI apps, AI glasses, AI shoes, AI tidy whiteys, AI soup, AI salad, AI shrimp and potatoes, AI rubbers. Yeah, man, and that bubble's gonna pop. In fact, because of the Strait of Hormuz is shut down and the oil crisis, that's gonna lead to the AI bubble popping. The Financial Times said that today. So, like, buckle up, bro. It's gonna get wild out there.
Oh yeah.
The Grinch. Thanks for the $5. Kyle, what's a personality trait that you have that doesn't match your public image at all? Corin, what time period with Kyle was your favorite?
I would say middle school, like that. Well, probably middle school, like those math years with our math teacher. We had a lot of fun with our boy Kyle in that class, just fucking around. We sat on opposite sides of the class, but we always managed to like talk. I feel like the whole class, whether it's through like just telepathic like vibes, but
yep.
Those were fun years, and the poker years were fun too.
For sure, yeah. Me, you, and Bobby, man, that was fucking legendary. That class.
It was.
And to answer your question, I am extremely introverted. Anybody who knows me in my private life knows that I don't want to do shit. Like, I just want to stay at home and fucking do whatever I want to do, and like, that's it. Like, I just want to chill. And so I'm not like, when there's like a family event or there's like a party that I have to go to, like, I'm not looking to fucking chat with everybody. I'm looking to fucking post up and chill and like mind my business. So that's the thing, is people get the misimpression that I'm super talkative because I talk for a living. But in reality, like, I'm doing all of my talking while I'm on air, and then when I'm off air, I'm not talking at all. So
I will say, I feel like that makes people like gravitate towards you more. I know, like, even at my 21st birthday, you're at the bar, like, I think reading a newspaper, and like, to me, I'm like, I want to talk to that guy. Like, he seems very fucking confident and just chilling with his shit. So yeah, people probably want to talk to you more because they're like, he doesn't want to fuck with any of us.
Yeah, it's weird how it works, but you send out some sort of energy where everybody just feels like, I need to talk to that guy because he's like not looking to talk to everybody, you know?
Yep. It's
that's
that
kind of how it
office
works.
space mentality where like the guy was basically like, they're like, what do you do here? And he was like, I'm just here. And like,
Yeah,
we're gonna keep him here.
Yep. Dickie McGee's axe, thanks again, man. Your Trump voice sounds like Dr. Doofenshmirtz with an American accent. Well, I guess I should work on my Trump accent then, shouldn't I? If it doesn't sound like Trump.
It sounds like Trump.
Seth White, thanks for the $5. As a service member, you can deny illegal orders, but may need a lawyer. They ain't cheap, and we can't just resign. Any advice for us on this one? It's hard to give advice when you're sort of cutting off all the angles in the beginning of the question, but I mean, there's got to be some lawyers who do pro bono work, right? Like, there's got to be some fucking, like, I don't know if it's the ACLU, or there's definitely some group out there that specifically exists for conscientious objectors, you know, who are like, hey, we'll get your back on this shit, and we're not going to fucking charge you $1 million DZACs. So I would say research that to see what the name of those groups are, because I know they definitely exist. That's point number one. Point number two is, yeah, you can resign, but it's just dishonorable discharge, right? That's what they would call it. But here's the thing, like, a dishonorable discharge in this moment is actually low-key honorable, because we've seen what the U.S. military thinks is honorable, and so I would love to be called dishonorable by them because that's more accurate, you know?
That's a good point.
Hi, Kyle and Corin, living the don't tread on me lifestyle. Corin, did you have any run-in with ICE agents? Always carry my 9mm protection. The ironic thing is I, myself, and my car look like ICE, LOL. That's funny.
No, I didn't have any ICE agent run-ins, but I'm curious. I'm flying tomorrow. Today, I think, was just announced maybe that ICE was getting sent to airports.
In some airports, they were there today. Yeah. That was the first
so
day.
Tomorrow, they might be like actually like, you know, on their schedule. So I'll report back tomorrow. But I didn't see any. I just landed super early in the morning and kind of looked at the TSA line and didn't really notice any. But it's scary that they're there now. Is like,
it is,
like,
yeah,
fucking
it
watching
is.
over.
And thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Silver Sean, thanks for the $5. Shout outs, Kyle. And I mask for sleep has dummy wonders. Fuck yes, bro. Corin, if I fly into Chicago, St. Louis, or Indianapolis, you got any grub spots / recommendations?
I always say Paradise Pup if you fly into Chicago. St. Louis, there's a lot of good places around the ballpark, around like the Busch Stadium, I think it is. And then Indianapolis, there's a steak place downtown. It's like St. Elmo's or some shit like that. That, like, I think it's pricier, but it's like one of the most famous like steak places in all of Indianapolis.
St. Elmo's Fire, right? Is that from that song? The
St.
really? Elmo's Fire song? Is there a song? Is that about that place?
Maybe. It's like super old school, like all like the OGs, like dating back to like gangsters went there and shit.
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
a song called St. Elmo's Fire, and I wonder if that's what that shit's about.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, but banging steaks. It's like a good vibe in there too.
Oh, bro, shout out to you, man, because the eye mask thing, everybody, bro, hit us up if you listen to a recommendation from the podcast or you got a fragrance that I recommended and you like that bitch, hit us up and let us know, because I'm telling you, man, I'll change your life. Fucking earplugs that work well and a mask, forget it. You'll sleep better.
You blessed a lot of people. You influenced my dad. My dad showed up to one shit wearing the yellow glasses. He still wears them. He had them in Colorado, bro.
Because that shit fucking works, dog. It works. Like, if you deal with some seasonal shit, you put that bitch on in the winter, and all of a sudden you go, you know what? I don't feel that bad anymore. It feels like it's fucking, and like, telling you, people got to listen to the wisdom, dog. I'm telling you.
No, you hit people with bangers.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Do you think Thune will eventually put a funding bill for DHS minus ICE and CBP and ignore Trump to protect his members, or is he too much of a pussy? Well, Trump's gonna have to sign the bill, so like he kind of needs Trump's buy-in. But bro, the Republicans are straight up self-immolating right now. Like, they are, because everybody blames them for all of this shit that's fucked up. Like, Trump thinks that by tweeting, I'm going to send ICE into the airports, like, number one, like, that's going to help. Number two, like, people are going to blame the Democrats when they try to fund, they try to fund, how many times do they try to fund fucking, why am I blanking on the name of it? TSA. I want to say THS, but that's DHS is in my head.
Or VHS?
or VHS, TSA. So the Democrats are trying to fund it. He fucking blocked it. So I don't know. My guess is at this moment, this is going to drag on longer until basically Thune goes to Trump and says to him, like, bro, if we don't fucking do this, like, we are going to get so cooked in the midterms, you have no idea.
I mean,
So
that makes with gas prices and shit like that. Like, everyone knows the reason behind all this shit, and it's the Republicans.
And maybe to your point, like, Thune will do that, and then after it passes, say, we have no choice. This is the best deal we could get, and we'll see what happens, you know? Jorgen, thanks for the $5. Every breaking Kyle vid this administration has been like, emergency, Trump mistakes Botswana and Burundi, nukes both. Lindsey Graham straight. Yeah, man, there's a lot of wild ass news. Got to give it to you in all caps, brother. Appreciate you. Path of Then, thanks for the $10. I need progressives to be smart like Zoran. Socialism isn't something new or radical. It's something we already have. Checkmate, Fox News with Social Security, socialism, blue lives / police, socialism. Yeah, totally, bro. It's a great argument, and it's a way to sort of make socialism very acceptable and palatable and like common sensey to people. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Path.
QC man, thanks for the $5. On one of your lives this week, saw your awesome barbecue pit in your backyard. Are you an expert barbecue guy? And what's your best meat? Corin as well.
Hey yo,
hey yo, that's my best meat. My best meat is swanging between my legs, dog. But to answer your question, no, I'm not a barbecue guy. That was there the whole time I've been married to Crystal. That's been there. So perhaps it was the previous husband that was a barbecuer, but I have not. I'm the worst cook in the world, quite frankly.
But what's your favorite? Like, you're like what? Like a pulled pork and just like ribs guy at barbecue? So
it depends where we go. If we're in Texas and getting like legit Texas barbecue, I'm probably going brisket for my favorite shit. Bang. But if we're not in Texas, like there's a barbecue place by us, and that shit, I say the pork ribs are the most banging. You know what I'm saying? So like, it kind of depends where you are, but like, man, that Texas barbecue hits different though.
So I'm a big burn ends guy. A lot of places don't have them because they sell out super fast, but the crispiness and like, it just tastes like candy. That's my favorite.
Amazing. Cubus, thanks for the $25. Hi from Poland. Kyle, is anything left from your Polish ancestry? Have you ever eaten pierogies? Has your dad, I believe, ever said kurwa? No. So my understanding, the last name is Polish, but my understanding is we're actually not that Polish. Like it's a relatively small percentage compared to other things. Like if I remember correctly, we're more Italian, we're more British, we're more Spanish than we are Polish. But to the extent that there is Polish in it, it's obviously my dad's side, and I think it's pretty far back. And to answer your question, I have not eaten pierogies. I don't think I have. So I'm the worst Polish dude with a Polish last name of all time.
I think a pierogi is like an egg roll that's not fried. It's like that, like kind of like wet type of pasta shit with like some type of cottage cheese in the middle, maybe, or some shit.
Pierogi. It's a dumpling. It's a dumpling. Oh, you know what? I have eaten these like from like the frozen version from
yes.
Grocery store. Yeah, and these shits were good. I fucked with them, but I haven't had like legit, like, you know, from a restaurant type ones. You know what I'm saying? Dickie McGeezax, thanks again, bro. If we pay extra to add toppings, why can't I get a discount for removing onions on my burger? That's a great question. I actually never thought of that before, but that's fucking genius. Yeah, I think we should.
Very genius.
If you ran for president and made that argument, you'd go up like 2 points in the polls because people would be like, that's a good ass point. You know?
Like getting no tomatoes, no onions, no pickles, like should be.
They don't charge you less. Shouldn't you deduct from the shit since you add when I add some other shit?
Thanks. Way to go, Dickie McGeezack.
Chicken Warrior, thanks for the $5. Yo, Kyle, would you agree that celebrity worship culture is a huge problem in America? I actually think it's a big reason why we have Trump as president. I agree. And the reason I agree is because, like, and I think the Iranians actually made this point. They're like, who the fuck are your heroes in America? SpongeBob? Like, that's what they said. And it's a good ass point because it's like our history is full of like nuanced characters at best, but in reality, a lot of like fucking slave owning assholes and shit.
Yeah, tall people.
Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, so who do people look up to? They look up to athletes, they look up to celebrities, and like, so if you are an actual celebrity, you have a massive built-in advantage against any politician because politicians are only known for being politicians. People who are celebrities are known for some other shit, you know? So like, I do think it's a big problem. And I do think in the future, it's only going to get stupider from here where we will have like influencer elections where you have influencers who like have a leg up when they run for office, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what the big like. It's sometimes bad when these celebrities get these megaphones because they have these huge followings, and then they fucking venture off into something that they're not known for, and it's like, oh, maybe don't say that.
Jake Paul sucking Trump off, and like he's gonna run at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all those guys need to fucking stop.
Just go away, bro. Just go away. Jesus, thanks for the $5. What's up, y'all? It's good to catch a stream on my day off instead of my lunch. Also, y'all's favorite steaks. I work with meat, but not in a gay way.
Yo, what is happening in the chat tonight?
People love meat, bro. They're talking about that meat.
I like porterhouse. I think is my favorite. It's got a little fat on there.
I am a skirt steak enthusiast.
That's a good one.
Skirt steak is my favorite shit. I don't even know what part of the fucking cow that bitch is, but it is the most flavorful, most delicious shit in your life. So everybody get skirt steak. You'll thank me later. It's another. I'm blessing you on this. If you're a steak eater, get skirt steak. You're welcome. I'm telling you, you're welcome. Shit is delicious.
I feel like if you have a good juicy steak, all of it is banging. But skirt steak is banging.
Yeah, but some like a ribeye could have like a lot of fat on that shit, and like you gotta like cut around it, and it's like, don't give me extra work, you know?
Yeah.
Metalhead Matt, thanks again, man. Using Trump's logic, February 28th is a day that will live in infamy alongside Pearl Harbor. He's proud to be the new fascist starting unnecessary wars. Yeah, that's it's insane. It's so crazy. I'm just so
February
sick of
28th is what, when we bombed Iran?
Yeah. Well, yes. I think so. I think that's right.
Yep. They're all unnecessary.
But like we just attacked them first, you know, like they didn't do shit to us. The most okay gamer, thanks for the $5. Do you think the Pistons are completely cooked without Cade? Go Pistons. I kind of do, but then again, I've been proven wrong before. Like I thought the Celtics without Tatum would be cooked, and they were fine, you know.
Yeah. So, I think the Celtics have more of a system that's like built in where they can plug and play like anybody.
Yeah,
Cade is a big part of the Pistons offense, but then I heard that like he might only be out for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, they were like, he's got a collapsed lung. He'll be back by the playoffs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I heard that shit too. And said the same exact thing. I was like, a collapsed lung? That sounds like he might die at any
Yeah, that sounds like the most serious shit ever. And they're like, yeah, he'll be back by April. Like, it's almost April. What the fuck are you talking about?
And even if he comes back, like, they hit each other hard in the NBA. Like, he's going to hit that shit again. And you're telling me that that's not going to fucking pop back or crack again?
Crazy. Anonymous, thanks for the $5. Kyle, I don't love the Hassan Wall Street Journal article either, but it's insanely Trumpy for you to want them sued for an opinion piece. No, well, here's the thing. We already have laws against libel and slander and defamation, and I think that was legit defamation. You can't have a situation where Hassan, like literally every day on his show, when he argues against Israel, he always makes a point to say, Jews are not the enemy. There's a lot of anti-Semites who want to blame Jews. Fuck them if they're doing that. Jews are our friends. They're our brothers and sisters. They're not the problem. He says that every single motherfucking time, and then there's an article in the Wall Street Journal calling him a Jew hater. It's like, that's just a lie. Like, they're just lying to try to defame him and try to slander him. And so, no, like, there's a reason why those laws exist. And so that's a great example of, like, in a world that made sense, they would that piece would literally be pulled down and they would have to issue an apology. So, no, that's 100% correct. And, like, is your stance that, like, you think even libel and slander should be legal? Even defamation should be legal? Because, like, then somebody can walk around and say, you know, you had sex with a fucking 4-year-old girl. And, like, what, you're not allowed to fucking sue and say, hey, we got to correct the motherfucking record on this shit. Like, no, there's some things that are just wrong. And, like, it should be clear that, you know, this shit is incorrect.
Facts. Yeah. All right. We're halfway through. We got like an hour left.
Mitchard, thanks for the $20. Man, hate to bring it down. If you didn't hear, the IDF in Gaza burned a toddler with cigarette burns, not to be outdone. In the West Bank, they shot a 7-year-old blind kid in the face and killed his family. I did not hear about that second one. I did hear about the cigarette burns one. In fact, if you watch my show from today, I actually show the kid who got burned with cigarettes. Yeah, he's in the show.
Horrible.
Terrible stuff. Jagger, thanks for the $5. It feels like liberals are going to lose it all because we are too afraid to piss off NIMBYs in blue states. Red states are whipping our ass in housing. I don't agree with that because I'm seeing a lot of like JB Pritzker just did a whole video about basically being an abundance dude and being YIMBY, and like I've seen others do the same shit. So I feel like every Democratic presidential candidate is sort of leaning into the we got to build shit and build it fast stuff. So I think we'll be all right on that.
Thanks, Jagger.
Jesus, thanks for the $5. The West has truly fallen when McDonald's now charge you for a squirt of mayo. Is this how other empires fell? Just kidding.
Hope they don't charge for a squirt of mayo.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. Appreciate you though, dog.
A lot of places charge for an extra barbecue or honey mustard though.
Wes Nelson says, Kyle, I know you said the next celeb president should be Jon Stewart. I disagree. It would be Shia LaBeouf. He seems stable enough. No, he seems about as stable as Donald Trump. So, like, fuck it. Why not?
He seems worse than Donald Trump.
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. I tried to give Shia the benefit of the doubt a couple episodes ago, but now I've just seen too much of him where I'm just like, this guy is off the wall. Lost.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't want to get better is what it looks like to me. So it's like, what do you do with somebody like that? You just say, all right, whatever. It is what it is. You know,
exactly.
You're a grown-ass man. You make the decisions you want. Tony Izzo, thanks for the $5. With Bob Mueller having died, do you still stand by the idea that Trump isn't the Russian stooge he was painted as during his first term? No, I think in retrospect, when you look back, I think that there's definitely much more there than I gave credit for sure. I mean, I always granted that he was this massive corrupt asshole and everybody around him was corrupt. But the most maximalist claims of Russiagate, I was definitely skeptical of. I am less skeptical of them now because seeing how they operate, like almost every single conspiracy theory against him has been proven to be true. So why wouldn't that one also be true? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, I think he's a stooge to the Israelis. I think he's a stooge to the Saudis. I think he's a stooge to the Russians. I think he's basically just totally bought and owned by all these big money interests and these foreign governments. And like every action these days sort of proves that.
Facts.
Slop Apocalypse, thanks for the $5. Finally got a job after losing my last one for Kirk posting. Unfortunately, it's with Lockheed. Oh my God.
It's Lockheed.
Damn, bro. That's a wild ass sentence. That's a defense contractor. They like build the fucking weapons that we use to blow people up. I think you're joking, but if you're not, that's so crazy if that were true.
Thanks, Slop.
Southeast, thanks for the $5. Asmine Kampf talks with his eyebrows the way Hakeem Jeffries talks with his hands, and it's annoying as shit when I see him on my timeline. This is how Hakeem Jeffries talks with his hands.
He's bad.
Very natural. Like, yeah, it's very clear that his staffer told him, like, hey man, you gotta get more emotion and charisma into this shit. And so now he tries to fake it by talking like this, but it looks really weird. So yeah, it's kind of funny how charisma is something you either have or don't have. Like there is like you can't fake it. And like he tried to fake it, it didn't fucking work. So Dash Rowan, thanks for the $5. If socialism is better than capitalism, why is South Korea better than North Korea? I'm new to politics. Also, what do you think about the protests in Iran? So South Korea being quote unquote better than North Korea is because there's a massive amount of investment that goes into South Korea from a lot of other countries. And so there's a tremendous amount of capital that pours in there. Also, North Korea is not like, it's not socialism in North Korea. It's like the authoritarian dictatorship fascism, basically, is what I would say it's closest to. If you want to look at successes of socialism, look no further than Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Iceland. Like those are the places that have the most socialist ideas, and they are thriving better than like all other hyper-capitalist countries. Like we're a very capitalist country, and we're doing worse in all like the measurable ways compared to those countries. So that would be my reaction on that. What do I think about the protests in Iran? The protests that I've seen in Iran are ones that are now pro-regime because the country's under attack from the axis of Epstein, Israel and the U.S. And so I've seen pro-government protests. I haven't seen many anti-government protests. So I would say that the protests that are happening now are expected because, of course, everybody's going to support the regime now that their families are being bombed. Random videos, thanks for the $10. I work at a university, and it blows my mind that even the older students were born in like 2005. Something about people being born after 2000 being adults now feels crazy to me. Totally agree, man.
I agree.
I mean, think about it. Stop and think about this, bro. Somebody born in the year 2000 is 26 years old right now.
Yeah, that's wild. That's
like you weren't alive at all for the 90s, but you're still a whole ass grown ass adult. That is wild, dog. That's wild. Pentaxin scene, thanks again, bro. I know you guys are just kids, but were you in Nourishell after 5+4/10+1? And if you were, do you remember the Guitar Center? I used to work in the guitar department in my spare time. Yeah, isn't the Guitar Center, Corin, isn't that on in White Plains? The Guitar Center, isn't it like in Mamaroneck Avenue?
Yeah, no, that was Sam Ash, I think.
Oh, or Sam. Oh, yeah, maybe it was Sam Ash.
Yeah.
I feel like I know. Where was the Guitar Center?
I think it was on North Ave, like down by where the barbershop used to be.
Oh, shit. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think, imagine, well, we never went into Guitar Center, but like we might have walked past that shit.
Probably, yeah. And what's the 5+4/10+1 thing? That I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So we've heard of guitar. I think we've heard of Guitar Center, Pentaxin scene, but I'm not sure the 5+4/10+1 thing.
That's what's up that you rock with New York. We used to be down at like New Rock City and all that stuff.
That's our old stomping grounds, bro.
Yep.
Old stomping grounds. Stefan, thanks for the $10. Corin, you asked how can military folks and veterans still support Trump? I'm in a group chat with guys I served with in the Marines. 99% of them are MAGA. It's a cult. Love the shorts, Corin. Yeah, man. Oh, God, it's so depressing, but it's so true. The people who are still with him, like, I'm sorry, I don't have any hope for them. I feel like they're just cooked. You know?
Yeah, well, thank you for your service, bro. But like, yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up. I don't understand how 99% of them are still with him after all the shit he said, all the fucking jokes he's made about people, and the fact that he was pussy enough to like fucking not go and
5
fight for
deferments from Vietnam.
Like, I don't know how.
But like, bro, the second they bombed a fucking elementary school of little girls in Iran, like, shouldn't everybody be like, "Hey, yo, we got, like, you got to go to prison, dog. Like, it's over."
Yeah, 100%.
If anybody goes and shoots up a little girls' school and kills 160 people, your ass is getting arrested immediately. But you can bomb it and brag about it after, and it's fine. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, facts. Well, keep fighting the good fight, Steven. Thank you, bro.
Jesus, thanks again, man. Kyle, when are you going to hop onto a stream with Hassan Himbo Piker on the leftist non-Italian mafia? Me and Hassan we talk on a semi-regular basis, so I'm sure at some point I'll do a stream with him, or maybe even at some point be in person in LA or whatever.
Fire. Yeah,
it's just it's all the way out in LA. So, or actually, last time he was in DC, we were very close to doing him being here, and we were gonna do a thing here, but he had something else that like he had agreed to beforehand, so we didn't have the time. But I'm sure he'll be in DC, or I'll be there at some point, and we'll do a stream.
Facts.
Okay, nice guy. Thanks for the $5, Kyle. For years, I've been yelling Republicans are generally evil when steel-manned or straw-manned. Also, the U.S. needs to embrace bidet use. Yeah.
They really do.
Agree on the bidet, and I agree that Republicans are evil, without a doubt.
Facts.
Shout out to you, bro.
I need to get a bidet.
Quetzal the Gamer, thanks for the $10. Kyle, I remember you saying at one point that your favorite thing to watch on TV is the NBA on TNT. I'm not a TV or sports guy, so curious what you like about TNT as opposed to ESPN or SportsCenter. Well, I'm not a big SportsCenter watcher. Like, I don't give a shit about most sports. The only sports I really watch on a regular basis are basketball and golf. Those are the ones that I like follow the closest. But NBA on TNT is the show after the NBA games with Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaq, and Ernie, EJ. And they're just hilarious. Like, they're just really fucking funny. And so that's why I like watching them, because they like clown on each other and laugh and say inappropriate shit. And so that's what I like. That's what I was referring to when I said that was the best thing on TV.
Yeah. It's been hard to keep up with them on ESPN just because I don't know when they're on.
Right. Yeah. I've caught them a few times though this year, to be fair. I've caught them like 3 times maybe, but like, yeah, every time I see them, I'm happy. I'm like, yay.
Yeah. It used to be, I think TNT had like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday shit. Like, it was like every day they were on.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah,
it was so great.
Back in the day.
England blew a 13 colony lead. Thanks for the $10. Kyle, my dude, disappointed with the lack of I smoke weed, I have sex, okay, in the Bill Maher segment. Also, Corin needs to get a pic with Afro Man. Have you followed the Afro Man case at all? It's fucking hilarious.
No, Afro Man, wasn't he a singer from like the 90s?
Afro Man was Because I Got High.
Because
I Got High. So cops in his hometown in Ohio raided his house and claimed like he kidnapped somebody and he had a bunch of drugs and shit.
Jesus.
So they raided his house. They found no kidnapping victim and they found no drugs. But when they were there, they stole a bunch of his money. And then he like called them out on that bitch, and then they sued him for defamation.
Oh, what
and so then to get back at them, he did a whole bunch of songs calling out the cops directly, like, and giving them nicknames and shit. There was one like very masculine looking woman, and he did a song about her called Lick 'em Low Lisa. And he did another song called Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. I think that's his name. Randy Walters. Yeah, he's one of the cops.
Good
and
for
like
him.
And then they were like crying and suing him for defamation, being like, "How dare you? You've hurt us." And then it went to the courts, and the judge was like, "Get the fuck out of my courtroom. He did nothing wrong. Like, he's allowed to say all this shit." You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's why Afro Man is now back in the news.
Yeah, Ohio was fucking up. I think they were the ones where there was that really good boxer. I think it's Terrence Crawford. He he like won a fight over someone, might have been Canelo, and they pulled him over like the day of a major parade they had for him or some shit, and he wasn't even like drunk or high or some shit. And they were all like, "What are you doing? Like, you just had a parade in like Cleveland for this guy or something like that." I'm pretty sure it was Ohio.
Crazy. Globe99, thanks for the $5. Yo, Corin, what do you think of the compilation video? Hope you enjoyed. Kyle, you're crushing it. Random question: why is only the first video live? It's actually not live. It's premiered. It's premiered, which means like there's a live chat, but I'm not actually live. And you don't want to overuse the premiere feature, so we only do one video a day.
Oh, and I to be honest, I haven't watched the whole video yet. My bad. I think it was dumb long, and Molly was like, "It's long," and I haven't watched it yet. But I think I have it somewhere in my email, so I'll watch it. My bad. But
offensive humor. Thanks again, bro. Alex Jones bringing up Rogan's huge vagina is accurate considering how much meat riding he still does for Elon. My daddy cakes Elon says Medicare has from. Yeah, Rogan is so cooked, bro. He just had on like the Canadian Trump the other day. Pierre Polyev or whatever his name is. Like, really, bro? You still haven't learned your fucking lesson after humiliating yourself, hitching your wagon to the Trump train? Like, fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
I don't even keep up with any of his shit. I don't even know who he has on anymore.
Jesus, thanks for the $5. You think tech bros are pushing AI because they can't get girls and are trying to make them? I feel like that's the reason, because they ain't got no riz. That's definitely a part of it, dog, for sure. That is definitely a part of it. And Elon is like the worst case of that, where he like will tweet out some creepy ass anime like porn type shit and like say, "Oh, Grok can make you a woman like this." It's just bizarre, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
Angel Ninja, thanks for the $10. Thanks, mates. Stay strong and left. Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, man. You too.
We appreciate you. John Marr, thanks for the $20. I have Mrs. Would you rather me or him hosting?
Him. No,
I don't know what that means, so I can't answer the question. Lord of the Viltrum might.
MS?
Oh, I have MS. No.
I don't know.
Whatever. Sorry, bro. Sorry if we couldn't answer that sufficiently.
Thank you, though.
We're two idiots and we struggle to understand what you're saying there. Lord of the Viltrumites, thanks for the $5. Kyle, what made you become a full-on leftist edgelord during Trump 2.0? I love it. Keep it up, please. You are turning into Conquest from Invincible. The answer is very simple. The right are the most insane, unhinged, over-the-top, extreme freaks who say whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want. And it didn't hinder them from getting power. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, if the rules are you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want, and still win, I'm going to do that same shit. And so that's basically what led me to do it. The fact that it was an undeniable political benefit for them to be unhinged, I was like, I could be unhinged. Shit, I want to be unhinged. Okay. And so that's where it came from. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, Viltrumites.
Still hungry. Thanks for the $5. I'm worried if it's Newsom versus progressive in 2028, the establishment Dems will fuck over the progressive the way they did Bernie in 2020. Thoughts? They're going to try that. Everybody needs to know that they're going to try that. That's point number one. Point number two is we need to be smart. When it gets down to the point where there's like 2 progressives or 3 progressives and 1 or 2 establishment candidates, we need to consolidate. They need to have conversations, and they need to make it so that, the one progressive is picked, the one who's leading, and they are the one who carries the torch. Okay. That's point number 2. Point number 3 is I'm also worried it's going to be Newsom who just wins fair and square, because clearly the progressive base can be duped into thinking like, oh, this person will fight Trump the most as long as they like make the right noises. So I'm genuinely scared about that.
Yeah.
AJ, thanks for the $5. There's absolutely nothing wrong with May 21st, Kyle. Is that your birthday?
Probably, yeah.
Hey, look, I will say this, though. May is literally my favorite month. So if your birthday is in May, shout out to you, because May is such a great month that I will accept any number in May for a birthday, because May is just gorgeous. It's the best month. Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. I love Israel so much, I would let every member of the Mossad run a train on me. Lindsey Graham and John Fetterman, probably. Yeah, for sure, Lindsey Graham. Fetterman would just drool on himself and shit his pants because he has brain damage. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. Benny Johnson's Twitter ads. Thanks for the $20. What do you think will happen when Tommy Fleetwood plays at Mar-a-Lago since he has no clothing sponsor? Also, I'm a 21-year-old college student, and I hear girls like when guys smell good, but I'm allergic to fragrances. What do I do? All fragrances? I've never heard of that before. If you're allergic to literally every fragrance, there's like a quadrillion different fragrances. So there's got to be something out there that doesn't, that you're not allergic to.
Allergic shit, yeah.
And what will happen to Tommy Fleetwood when he plays at Mar-a-Lago since he has no clothing sponsor? I guess he'll play naked. No, I don't know. I don't know. And why would Tommy Fleetwood play at Mar-a-Lago? That'd be so bizarre. He strikes me as a left-leaning guy, not a fucking Trump ball sucker. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm not
just
sure,
make
bro.
Sure you wash your balls with some good soap or something like that. Just like take off.
But that's what I'm saying. Like soap has scents in it too. So are you allergic to that also, or what? Like, no, there's something that has a smell that's good that you're not allergic to, and wear that shit.
Facts. Yeah.
Ramrod Smothers, thanks for the $5, bro. Appreciate you. Silver, thanks for the $20. Any thoughts on IDF in ICE and the absence of accountability for Renee Good or Alex Preddy? Example, the IDF agent in Florida found sexually assaulting children, then able to run back to Israel without trial. Yeah, there was that guy in Las Vegas, too. The same shit happened where he worked for the Israeli government, and he was caught in, like, a pedophile sting, and then he was released. That shit was crazy as fuck. But, the ICE thing, yeah, ICE and the IDF, well, the IDF and police departments have worked together, and, like, the IDF trained them with their tactics. But to the point about Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, I think about that shit all the time, how it's so crazy. They were literally murdered right in front of us, and the agents are still not arrested. Like, that is fucking mental, bro.
Oh, they're not even arrested?
No, they were never even arrested.
Jeez.
Like, it's so crazy. They let them get away with motherfucking murder with no investigation, no nothing, bro. Like, it's so crazy. We're living in a fucking failed state. So thing number one, a Democrat gets power, you immediately got to fucking be like, oh, go arrest these motherfuckers immediately, you know?
Yeah, that's scary.
Chicken Warrior, thanks again, bro. Yo, Kyle, no luck getting the cat a home. Thanks for helping. We're just going to keep her. I wish I could send you a picture. She's so adorable. Her name is Smeagol. Well, I'm very happy that you guys are stepping up to the plate and taking care of her. Because,
yeah, that's what's up. That's commendable.
That's just how it works, bro. It's a shame because there's got to be somebody out there who would love to fucking
North Carolina. If you need a cat, hit up Chicken Warrior.
Junie, thanks for the $20. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but why did you switch from a psychology to a political science major in college? I'm currently majoring in neuroscience, and I would like to know. Love you both. There was this course called Statistics in Psychology, and the teacher like kind of barely spoke English. I couldn't really understand him, and also I suck at math anyway. And when I hit that class, it was literally like hitting a brick wall. And I was like, I don't think I could pass this class. Like, I think I'm going to actually fail this class because I don't understand what the fuck is going on, right? And so when that happened, I had to reevaluate. And I was like, well, I like psychology, but do I like it enough to suffer through this statistics class in it? And I realized, no, I don't love psychology. I just like it. And so I switched to a political science thing because when I asked the question, what do I actually love? Like, what do I want to learn about desperately? It was always political science. It was always like history, government, shit like that, war. And so the answer was easy. It was political science. Then I got that degree, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I had a statistics class at Cortland that I've heard everybody got like 30s on all the tests, and nobody passed the class. And then I signed up for that shit at WCC over like over a winter break. It was like a 4-week crash course class. It was dumb easy, and I just passed it, and I got my credits for statistics.
That's what's up. Yeah, my course was different. Statistics in psychology. It was like harder.
No, that sounds fucking impossible.
And like I said, I didn't understand the teacher, and a lot of other people in the class didn't either. And we were like, "What are we supposed to do with this? Like, we don't know what to do."
Oof, that sounds horrible.
Worgenman, thanks for the $10. In Arabic, there is a word called saber. It means to keep your mind from breaking. Like when you listen to a sad song and you give in to the sad narrative too much, it's like failing to have saber. Interesting. Or Saber. It's probably Saber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing that, Worgenman. Appreciate that, bro. Philip Nelson, thanks for the $10. Of course, you remember when a protester aggressively confronted Joe Manchin and called him a sick fuck. Just imagine someone doing that exact same thing to Trump to his face. I mean, that'd be incredible. The closest we got was, I think it was Code Pink protesters when Trump was at a restaurant and they were calling him a war criminal. That was glorious. I enjoyed that. And then Trump, I think, tried to get them like deported or some shit. He did some crazy shit. John Marr, thanks for the $50. Very kind.
Thank you, man.
Why do we do these things? Because they are hard. Yeah, what's that from? I think that's from something. I'm just blanking on what it is.
Let me see.
But nothing worth doing is ever easy. That's another thing people say. And there's some degree of truth. There's some degree of truth. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, there's some degree of truth in that, right? Like nothing is worth doing if it's easy. It's like all the good things are hard. So shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you, John Moore. Appreciate that, bro.
George Wade, shout out to George. Thanks for the $20, man. Mark Jackson's brother, Troy Escalade Jackson. Yes, Escalade was the man. Was 6'10", 500 pounds. Rest in peace. Wash your clothes separately and bleach whites. No more yellow. Problem solved. Pre-owned underwear is gross. CC and Mayo. Happy birthday, Kyle. C wipe. Well, it's not my birthday, but I appreciate it.
One tweet. Yeah, no, it's not his birthday. But no, Escalade was impressive, dude. He fucking used to hit people with some crazy no look behind the back shit.
And to people who say that the street ballers couldn't like hoop in the NBA, that's literally not true because Rafer Alston was a street baller and he fucking was a point guard in the NBA for a bunch of years.
Yeah, a lot of
he was in fact he was on that fucking Rockets team that I love so much with Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming. So Escalade, to your point, not only was he goated like in the paint and he was a big dude, but he also had handles like crazy, dog.
Yeah,
Had crazy handles. Love Escalade, man.
Yeah. I still feel like putting bleach on your whites will somehow give you some type of poison on your body or something. Like bleach is just so aggressive to use on
bro, like
wash your clothes.
Dog, there's so many chemicals in like everything we eat and everything we do. Like I drink like the zero sodas that have like zero sugar and zero caffeine, and then you look at it, and it's like I probably got some chemical in this bitch that's gonna kill me in 5 seconds.
Yep, yep. And don't knock pre-owned underwear until you see a pair that you really like Rugrats, and you're a 13-year-old kid and you want them bitches.
I will say, I got to bring back silk underwear. Those were the shit,
silk
man.
Underwear
I fuck with silk. Silk are amazing.
Yeah.
Silk are incredible. Jorgen, thanks for the $5, man. Farmers around here complaining bigly. Turns out your U-Haul truck runs on affording diesel, not legislating against some trans high schooler in Maine. Yeah, go figure, right? Imagine having to have like reasonable, competent governance that makes sure the train stays on the tracks. Could never be us. No, we vote for the psychopaths and then watch the world fall apart. Shout out to you, Jorgen. Morganman, thanks again, man. Then in the Quran, it says, when we give people goodness and then take it away, they lose all hope and hide from truth. And when we give them a good life, they tend to become reckless and arrogant. There's definitely truth in that, because we've all heard the story of like the really wealthy person who has some asshole ass kids who ruin their lives and are like drunks and are useless. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks to that second part of that. You give them a good life and they become reckless and arrogant. There's definitely some like hardcore truth in there.
The guy whose son killed his parents, Rob Reiner.
That's right. That's fucking, what a heartbreaking story that is, man.
Horrible.
Yeah, because he's a good dude, that guy.
Thank you.
Far Twain, thanks for the $5. Kyle, no more videos while you're driving. Reading an article while driving is insane. Everybody keeps bringing this up, bro. And I blame Hassan for being the one to call me out on this shit. But bro, I literally read like one sentence. It was literally one sentence, and it was like one word, look at the road. One word, look at the road. One word, look at the road. Y'all treating me like a fucking baby. Am I alive or am I dead? When was the last time I had a car accident? I was like a fucking teenager last time I had a car accident.
Facts. I'll allow it.
Corin literally has fallen asleep at red lights, so he of course is gonna green light my shit, you know. Worgenman, thanks again, man. Only those who have sabr and who set things right, mending their mistakes and doing good deeds, they will have ultimate payoff, and their wrongs will be erased. Yeah, well, that sounds like the way the world should work. So yeah. I support that shit. Appreciate you, man. Noah, thanks for the $10. Are there any moderate Dems you've been pleasantly surprised by recently? And what do you make of Elizabeth Warren endorsing Graham Plattner? Was very excited to see that and didn't expect it. Are there any moderate Dems you have been pleasantly surprised by recently? I don't know. That's a good question. Chris Murphy stepped up to the plate a lot lately. He's been really good on the issue of Iran, like kind of aggressively arguing against the war. That's probably the best example I have off the top of my head. And yeah, Warren on Plattner. I'm not surprised because she endorsed against Abdul El Sayed and everybody was yelling at her, and then she made up for that by endorsing Plattner. So like, I think that's probably why she did it. And yeah, Mills is just gonna lose. So it's like you know, you're hopping on a winning train for sure when you do that. So that's another reason why she probably did it.
Thanks, Noah.
Silent Player, thanks for the $10. So I always enjoy listening to you too. It's been helping me get through an extremely rough time. My only friend and I had a falling out recently and don't have much to lean on. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. The good news I can give you is there's literally not a single person on this planet that hasn't gone through some sort of rough, tumultuous thing, either with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a friend. Like, we all have had ups and downs. We've all had breakups. We've all been like down on the mat. So you're going to be all right, man. Just push through. And I guarantee you, if you keep yourself open-minded and you're willing to put yourself out there a little bit, you'll find another friend or multiple friends that you'll end up being really close with, you know? So it's all good, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, bro.
James Lee, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, who is better on the issue of Israel, AOC, or Tucker Carlson? Probably AOC. I would say probably AOC, because Tucker Carlson endorsed Donald Trump, rode his nuts, and even to this day refuses to directly call him out and criticize him, even though he's the one, him and Netanyahu are the ones that are steering this ship directly into the motherfucking rocks. So that alone sort of destroys any chance he has of winning on this question, because anybody who supported Kamala or just didn't support Trump is going to have a better end result for the people of Gaza and the Palestinians than the other one. So yeah, Tucker massively failed on that shit.
Thanks, James.
Large Boy Nuggets, thanks for the $5. What are y'all's thoughts about the Hopi or Hopi prophecy? If you don't know it, I recommend Lee Brown's speech from 1986 in Alaska. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, I don't know about this, but it sounds like it's some internet conspiracy type shit.
Yeah, so, thank you though.
Como, thanks for the $10. What do you think will happen with the U.S. and Gulf Arab states after the Iran war? We're cooked, bro. We're cooked. There's ain't no way that those bases that just got blown up that we have there, we're never getting those shits back. It's a wrap, dog. It's over. It's done. Because that's what made them sitting targets. Like, our presence there made them a target, as opposed to if we weren't allied with them, they wouldn't have gotten hit. And so we're a liability. We're not an asset. And so, yeah, it's done. Our bases are going to be cooked. There's going to be a global realignment. Everybody's going to break up with us. It's going to be a rough time to be American. That's for damn sure.
Jeez.
Jason Control, thanks for the $10. A while back, saw Discovery Channel explaining seed spores travel from Africa to Brazil, creating the Amazon biodiversity, thinking the war/oil pollution from the war won't stay in that hemisphere. That's a great point, bro. It's so true. All that shit that happened, the massive explosion of that oil depot, like, that's going to poison not only Tehran, that shit's going to go all over the world, and we're all going to be breathing in fucking cancer-causing toxic sludge, you know? So, yeah, it's just horrible.
It's a wrap for all of us.
Kelly Atwood, thanks for the $5. Kyle, what do you think of the Minnesota governor's race, and are you behind Flanagan? By the way, Corin, love the hat. Somebody asked me this the other week, and we were trying to do like a live brush up reading on it, and I forget which one was the better one of the two candidates. So I'm not sure. Since I'm not well read up on the race, I don't want to really comment on it too much, but one of them has taken a bunch of money from the Israel lobby, and the other one didn't. For the one that didn't take the money from the Israel lobby. That's what I'd say.
And thank you, Kelly. My boy works at Barstool. Well, I know a kid who works at Barstool. Send me this hat. I love this hat.
Pentaxin Scene, thanks again, bro. My lovely wife paid for this PSA. Do not play a drinking game tied to you taking a shot every time Kyle or Corin use the phrase "them shits." Love you guys. And don't do it with 100%, because 100% will fuck you up. And don't do it with facts. For me. And don't do it with facts, because like that'll also get you fucked up. Don't say it with like you said. That's a problem too. So there's a bunch of stuff for sure.
OD. We could have a really good someone make a bingo card and tweet that shit at me, because that would be a fun ass Kyle and Corin night.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks, Pentax and CNN. Shout out to your wife too.
PMG, thanks for the 5,000. Appreciate you. Kyle, you correctly call out CNN for both sidism, yet never criticize BTC and Pacman for their silence on Gaza and Israeli atrocities. Yeah, I don't watch their stuff, but if they don't really ever talk about that, then that's a shame on them, because that would be unacceptable at this late date. I feel like it's, such a given that you got to talk about that if you want to at all remotely be considered a serious person or a serious political commentator at this point.
Thanks, PMG.
Jerry Gonzalez, thanks for the $10. What I don't get is how Trump can be blackmailed by the files. They could release the videos in 4K and MAGA would still defend it. Well, yeah, to the person's point from earlier, they're literally in a cult. Like, it's just a death cult. And so, but I will say this, I do think his low will be like 29%. It's going to be in that range. Because right now we're already at 34, 35, and we're not even in a Great Depression yet. As soon as we hit that Great Depression and the stock market crashes, and shit really gets real, he'll be down like 29%. But there's going to come a number where you can't go lower than it, like maybe 25 at the absolute minimum. So 2 out of every 10 people are just fucking mentally gonzo and would defend him no matter what, because they're idiots, total idiots.
Yeah, my dad said the stock market's bad right now. He said he's down like a good amount of money.
Oh, and it's going to get worse too. It's going to get worse. Bums in Blue, thanks for the $10. Kyle, your super old vids have been popping up in my recommendations. Saw your first video and one about Howard Stern blowing a plane down. YouTube algorithm broken with all new AI vids. I guess charity watch. Yeah, if YouTube is getting bogged down with AI videos and that's why those old shits are popping up, that's also not good. Like, that's a real shame. I really hope that YouTube cleans up all the AI videos and gets rid of them, because it's just going to drown out, people who actually do this shit, who actually talk and care about their videos and put effort into it. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Handle, thanks again, man. Support your local Democrat/lefty candidates. Get involved, educate yourself, volunteer, donate, vote. Every vote counts, and we need them. That's exactly right, man. Everybody's got to get out there and fucking vote. That's for
facts. Thanks, Handle, for that PSA.
KKF guest request Representative Yasemin Ansari. She's doing work against ICE in Arizona and University of Austin.
Oh no, University of Arizona.
University of Arizona is my pick for championship.
Yeah, they look really good too. They're going to be a tough out.
Have you watched a lot? I haven't watched that much.
Yeah, I was watching a lot this past weekend. There's been a lot of good games. But again, all the big schools have been winning. Not a lot of big upsets.
Mm.
Couple.
Wasn't there like, what was it, Vanderbilt, where the shit went in and out, where somebody tried to heave it from like beyond half court and almost made it?
There's 2 split screens. There's that guy who shot it on Vanderbilt, and the shit was like in the basket. So they froze it, and the ball's in the net. Then the kid on St. John's did a layup, and the ball was literally not in his hands, and it went in. And they were like, "This shot didn't go in. This shot did go in."
Oh my god!
He like refound it in the air and like pushed it in the basket.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks again, bro. I remember being recommended a video where your random stripper name was Crystal. That's funny. That's funny. I don't even remember that. Bums in Blue, thanks again. Sorry, sent first one right before someone asked. The website is Charity Watch. Oh, okay. This is for getting people involved. Charity Watch. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, Charity Watch is the shit where you know what percentage of the money actually goes to charity.
Okay. I'm gonna check
that's what's up. Charity Watch. So if you ever want to donate to something, check on Charity Watch to see how much goes to it. And I would say as a general rule of thumb, it's got to be over like 75% to be worth it, you know? Mohi, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on upsets or non-upsets and buzzer beaters at March Madness? It's funny. We were just talking about that. Yeah. The Vanderbilt shit that went in and out, like that to me was like a heartbreaker. Yeah, like everybody reacted the same. Like even the other team was like, oh, shit, when that happened, you know?
Yep. The one that got me a little upset is I'm a Florida Gators fan, and they lost to Iowa. Iowa hit a 3, and they were down by 2, and people gave Florida shit because they were pressing when they shouldn't have been. That was the one that got me a little tight. That wasn't a buzzer beater at the buzzer, but with like 2 seconds left, they hit a 3-pointer to win.
Was Iona in it this year or no?
No Iona this year. Hofstra was in it, and LIU were in it.
Okay. But, I think I got accepted to Hofstra. I think I applied to Hofstra and got accepted there. Jerry Gonzalez, thanks again, man. How long until we have to go back to working from home due to oil and gas shortage? It's going to be sooner than people think at the moment. It's going to be sooner than people think because when I tell you shit is going to seize up O'Dinky, it's going to seize up O'Dinky, man.
It's a good point. I never thought of that.
It's going to happen. Lexi Warner, thanks for the $10 or at least 4-day work week or something like that. They're going to have to do some shit because people are not going to be able to afford the gas. We need to feed Chop Chop. General strike is too soft. So in other words, guillotine. Make guillotines great again is what Alexi is saying. 77 Cyclops. Thanks for the $5. Kyle just wanted to say that we were born on the exact same day. Wild. LOL. Anyway, thanks for all that you do. Damn, that's crazy, man. Think about it. Like, how many people are alive right now that have lived the exact amount of time that me and you have? Right? And by the way, I'm not sure if you know the answer to this question, but ask your mom and see if you can get an answer. I was born during halftime of the Super Bowl. So I was born it's probably like 7:30 or something like that. What do they start at 6? I think they start at 6.
Yeah, usually. Well, yes, 6, 7.
Yeah. I think so. I think I was born at like 7:30. I was born during the halftime of the Super Bowl. So ask your mom what time you were born. We'll see who's older.
Yeah, shout out to your mom for having you on the Super Bowl.
Anthony, thanks for the $5, man. We need to be crystal clear that there is no such thing as a liberal Zionist because Zionism has nothing in common with leftist ideals. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely generally correct. I would just say, though, and I think this is the distinct point, is that people who are liberal Zionists can absolutely see the light with a little bit of nudging in the right direction and debate and conversation. I actually believe that. Whereas the hardcore Zionists, there's like no hope. You're not going to get through to them. So that's the distinction where like some you can break through to and some you can't. But your point is taken that there's no such thing as like, I liberally believe in apartheid South Africa. No, it's like, it's racist by its nature. You know what I'm saying? So like, agreed. Tricks, thanks for the $5. Professor Zhang is an idiot creationist. Shouldn't take anything he says seriously. Predicting Trump winning in 2024, a 5th grader could have done. Yeah, he's crazy because, like, sometimes you'll watch a video and, like, 90% of the shit he says is fucking awesome and correct. And then he'll just hit you with the crazy shit like he did to Crystal and Sagar when he was, like, he talked about the Illuminati and the Frankists and the Vatican and how they, like, run shit. And it's like, wait, what? You were just spitting with all, like, shit about the war, and then you drove this bitch off a cliff. So, yeah, he's a weird one. But I've seen some stuff lately that, yeah, it's kind of crazy he's having his big moment in the sun. He'll fall off as soon as people realize the whole, you know, the scope of his beliefs being a little insane. Fat Dave, thanks for the $20. Jenk introduced me to you years ago. He was reacting to debate you had and kept calling you the Kyle driver. His fall has been hurtful. I know you said he's not a grifter, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. If he's grifting, he's doing it in the wrong direction because, like, the network is struggling, right? Like, his numbers are not that great right now. So, like, grifting would imply, like, doing it to attract an audience, right? Where it's like, it's almost like the audience is going away now. So I think he believes every single thing he says, but I agree with you that, like, they were the ones they could have been what Midas Touch is now, where like they sort of lead Midas Touch. Like any video they drop, they fart on a video and that bitch gets like 700,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Like it is amazing the numbers that they get. And TYT was primed to be exactly that going into the second Trump term. But they just had this thing where they were like, nah, we're going to become more centrist-y as opposed to being like hardcore lefty and like resisting Trump and stuff like that. So, you can't run the clock back, but missed opportunity for damn sure.
I do also, I mean, they must be getting money somewhere else too, because every time I watch YouTube TV, they have their own network on that shit.
And they have like ads and shit. They had that Poly Market Studio for a while, which was not good. Not good if you're taking money from fucking Poly Market, who Peter Thiel is affiliated with, right? And Peter Thiel's a fucking Trump guy and a fucking tech billionaire asshole. So like that wasn't good. I think they don't have that deal anymore, but there's some company that like Vivek Ramaswamy is associated with that they took money from. It's like some Medicare company or some shit. Like
they're doing some weird
shit. That's just that's not good. That's not good. But yeah, they're getting revenue streams from elsewhere. But in terms of viewership, their viewership is, it's not really a grift if the viewership is going in the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. Anyway, still hungry. Thanks for the $5. Jay Dolomore has a video about Plattner being a DL Nazi going on Valhalla Pod, retweeting Peters, etc. Should we be worried he's a wolf in sheep's clothing or sheep in wolf's clothing? I think it's supposed to be wolf in sheep's clothing. No, I'm not concerned about that at all when it comes to Graham Plattner. All of the old posts that Graham Plattner had from Reddit that like came to light that they tried to like, drop on him to make his numbers implode. First of all, that didn't happen. Second of all, it was all like he was like commie posting. He wasn't Nazi posting. He was always like far left, right? So that made me feel like, oh, okay, he's probably one of us. And then watching him campaign for the past however long, he's freaking it. Like all the shit he says is spot on. Whereas there was always some red flags with Fetterman that people overlooked, like red flags like taking a lot of Israel money, for example. Red flags like that incident where he like chased a black guy with a gun and said like, he thought that guy was threatening him or some shit. There were all these things that people overlooked with Fetterman. With when it comes to Plattner, like the shit he's saying virtually all the time, you watch him and he's campaigning, you're going, oh my God, this guy is like, he sounds like us. He's calling the war illegal. He's saying like, it's Jeffrey Epstein's war. He's saying like, we should bring him home right now. Don't fund this shit. And he's just like aggressive and accurate with everything he's saying. So I wouldn't worry too much. In fact, there's others who I think are a bigger threat to potentially be Fetterman types. It's not Plattner. Nelson, thanks for the $5, man. Tough question of the day. Can you name one thing Trump has done in his second term that you agree with? No, because there isn't anything. And I mean that. Whereas in the first term, you had the fucking like First Step Act, for example. You had pardoning Alice Johnson, for example. There were some things in the first one where you were like, okay, but the second term, oh my God, no. No, God, no. It's just everything's horrible. Everything's terrible. Officer Kilter, thanks for the $20. Kyle, on your show, you should talk about Shoshana Strock being found dead in her home last week. She was the Israeli woman who came forward about her family and Israeli politicians sexually abusing her as a minor. I saw something about that on Twitter, but I didn't know if it was like conspiracy stuff and fake or not, and I didn't really look into it. But so what happened was there was this woman who talked about basically like a rape ring that was there, and she wound up dead. That's crazy. That's like some Epstein shit, basically.
Yeah.
Area 51, thanks for the $10. The passing of Mueller, Russiagate in the news, Israel dictating the war, 99% of the public doesn't know Bibi Mossad colluded with Trump in 2016. Mueller redacted it. James Bamford did a story on it in 2023. Damn, that's crazy, bro. But appreciate you, man. Thanks for sharing. Skills pay the bills. Thanks, man. Debate, fight, or go on ride 3 roller coasters with Fuentes, Ian Carroll, or Joe Rogan. Also, thoughts on lab-grown meat ending zootropic disease like C19. I didn't know that. If that's true, that's crazy, and that's a massive win for science. And to answer your question, fight or go on ride 3 roller coasters with Fuentes, fight, Ian Carroll, ride, Joe Rogan, ride because I can't fight him because he beat my ass because he's a fucking actual fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Phil.
Penn Taxenstein, thanks again, man. Kyle, do you think TJ and the YouTube atheist community pivoting to go hard anti-social justice warrior helped cement the MAGA movement? Dusty Smith got punished for speaking out. He got an AI video. Jesus Christ. It's very, very well done. First of all, let me just say I'm a fan of that guy, Dusty Smith. I think he's the man. I think he's awesome. Second of all, let me say I do think TJ would say that for a moment there he did veer a little bit too far to the right, where the anti-social justice warrior stuff got a little out of control. And he even says, like, I birthed this monster that like nearly destroyed the world. Because views himself as the godfather of starting that movement, right? So for sure, but I do think to TJ's credit, he also U-turned out that bitch faster than anybody else. When you had like idiots like Sargon of Akkad still harping away on the anti-social justice warrior stuff, TJ woke up, he was a Bernie supporter, and he shifted back to the left. But yes, I do think that the atheist community going anti-social justice warrior was a big problem. And it's a shame because they ruined their, like, we're about rationality, we're about reason. And it became all about, like, dunking on purple hair college kids.
Thanks, Pentaxine. We're rapid fire here. We got like 15
Well, sucks. Thanks again, man. Hey, Kyle, I'm going to go to Cuba and stay at a 5-star hotel with gold glasses, but post about the embargo or something and call it activism. Wish me luck. I know you're like trying to make fun of Hassan, but he actually brought a shitload of aid with a bunch of the Code Pink people and helped out a lot of people who desperately need it. So I don't give a fuck that he was wearing some Cartier glasses as he did it. And I don't give a fuck he stayed at a hotel, which is on the list of the only hotels you're allowed to stay at according to the U.S. government legally.
Yeah,
okay?
He's doing good work.
Try your little fucking cutesy burn elsewhere because it sounds fucking stupid. Mohit, thanks for the $10. When looking up campaign donations online, how do you know the difference of industry, PAC, corp, PAC executives donating huge sums versus large amounts of employees in that industry contributing? I believe I think it's like sort of explained on Open Secrets, right? I'm pretty sure it's sort of on that website, Open Secrets, there's like some way of like separating it out, like whether it's individuals or whether it's like from the PACs and from like the actual corporate executives.
Thanks, Mohit.
CK Progressive, thanks, man. Did you guys see the Secular Talk rap song? Yes. So we actually just talked about this earlier. I did see it. It definitely is AI. It's not real, but I did see it. And I also saw the Destiny one and the Vosh one and the Hassan one. Area 51, thanks, man. Research James Bamford article, The Candidate and the Spy. Think about doing a story. Epstein explains why Bibi would want Trump for president. Israel Gate. Okay, James Bamford. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Harry.
Sandor Clegane. That's a Game of Thrones reference. Thanks for the $20. Corin and Kyle, I want to bail and start a new life in the EU, France, Italy, or the Netherlands. Any thoughts? Much love. Italy. I'm always going to go for the country that is the warmest, and southern Italy is probably the best. So,
and the food's probably the most banging.
Yeah. Me thinking, thanks, man. Vance Bostic is running a primary campaign against Jeffries and Chris Fields against Cory Booker. Have you heard of these guys? Love you both. I have not. But then again, I've been drenched in war news for the past at least 2 weeks. So, but yeah, I wish them luck because anybody's better than those fucking fools. Eagles fly by. Thanks for the $10. Curious to know if you guys have ever heard of Hook Demetrius Mitchell. He was a 5'9" athletic freak years ago, hooped with Ray Allen. Good basketball story to check out. I have not heard of him, but I always find it amazing when somebody's 5 foot whatever and they do great in the NBA. To me, that's incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up. Who Demetrius Mitchell? But
yeah, think of like fucking Spud Webb, Nate Robinson.
Yeah,
like those guys are fucking incredible.
Earl Boykins, remember him?
Yes, of course. Shout out to Clankerwank. Kyle, you have the ability to make Trump resign, but you have to do a video where you say the N-word for an hour straight. Do you do to save the fucking world is basically what you're telling me? I absolutely. And you know what? I'm going to be hated and I'm going to be despised and that's going to be fucking earned. But I got Trump out of there, dog. Like, shit. I deserve a medal.
Yeah, mankind.
High key, bro. Material Lightning, thanks for the $10. U.S. balkanization would see some states economically devastated and some finally allowed to develop. What about the potential for war between some states, even without alliances between them? Yeah, see, the thing is, I feel like there's already the threat of potential war with how it is right now. So, like, it's not like that changes much. It just gives us an opportunity to, like, defend ourselves and make our own sovereign decisions as opposed to being weighted down by the cancer of conservatism. So, I mean, there's definitely downsides, but, like, I think the point is, net, when you weigh the pros and cons, it's better to have our own thing. Just Cause, thanks for the $10. Longtime KNC listener here. Look into having Josh Kiriakou on KKF. Guys, the real deal on the left and true expert on Middle East issues. His background is fascinating. Yeah, he's like a former CIA guy, which I'm always skeptical of the former CIA guys, but I have seen some of his videos, and he's a potential to come on the show.
Thanks, Jess.
Jagger, thanks for the $10. I don't consider myself a leftist, but it's cool how Zoran is getting those potholes filled. You can't get the local government to do shit in Los Angeles. If anything, Cali Dems have pushed me right. Yeah, well, that's not good. They should push you left. They should push you further to the left. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely the way to go.
Shout out to
By the way, guys, I would
potholes.
say everybody stop submitting questions because we're only going until 11:30. So I don't want there to be too many in there and you guys to not get your questions answered. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't add any more questions. Whatever's in there now, that bitch is locked in. Okay.
Yeah.
Jake, thanks for the $5. That Secular Talk rap was fire. You could use that as an intro or outro. Y'all should listen to it. It's only 3 minutes. You can tell the truth fan made it. No, it's not, man. If you listen closely, there's some words in there where it's like a weird pronunciation, and it's because it's AI. It's definitely AI. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'd be able to use it though. If it's AI, you can't like copyright that shit, or maybe you can even if it's AI. I don't know. But yeah. Emrose, thanks for the $14. Shout out to the DSA. They just had their national co-chair in Wisconsin. Consider Francesca Hong on KKF running for Wisconsin governor. Awesome. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Carlos, thank you for the $5. So happy seeing Dark Wolf Commander and his trusty Lieutenant Corin. Indeed. Shout out to my lieutenant. Mr. Hat, thank you. Love the show. Have either of you traveled outside the country? P.S. Kyle, please stop doing segments while driving. It's extremely dangerous. Thank you for the 78th person who's now told me to not do that. I really appreciate you for looking after my health.
Those are all your mom's burners.
It's not annoying at all to have to read it 1,000 times over. And yes, I have traveled outside the country. I've traveled to Canada. That's actually, I've never been outside of the country more than that. I've only been to Canada and then Puerto Rico, which is a U.S. territory. And I've never been to like Europe or anything like that.
Yeah, I've been to Czech Republic, DR, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, Canada. Yeah, some places.
Yeah, yeah, you've been to a bunch of places.
Yeah.
M, thanks again. Kyle and Corin, have you ever been in a protest? No Kings was one for my first ones, but they are so liberal coded. Also, what's your favorite kind of cheese? Favorite kind of cheese? I love cheese, but probably just fresh mozzarella is probably the best. Yes, I have been to protests before. Corin, didn't you go or fucking what was it called? Occupy Wall Street back in the day. Weren't we there? Didn't we do that shit? Maybe. I definitely went, but I feel like you may have been there too.
Maybe. I don't remember that shit, to be honest.
Yeah, Occupy Wall Street popped off when we were coming of age. I think Tim Zahner went too, I think.
Oh, really?
Him talking about that shit. Yep.
Good on him. My favorite kind of cheese is cheddar. Shout out to cheddar cheese.
Cheddar's awesome too. Fucking love that shit. James T. Zappa, thanks for the $5. Yo, Kyle and Corin, y'all got your nuclear bunkers yet? I would love to have one, but I don't. Also, we'd get in it, and then like 3 days after it happens, we'd be like, I think it's good to go out. And then we go out and just die immediately. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be like, yeah, I need to get some fresh air. And
totally.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Carlos, thanks again, man. Any thoughts on FBI? Any thoughts about FBI in Ecuador? As someone from South America, things started to escalate after Israel placed their first embassy there in Argentina, especially before the Maduro situation. Yeah, I mean, all of like South America is fucking infiltrated by the U.S. And it's about to get worse because now they're going to overthrow Colombia too. I think they're adding that to the list of countries they're going to overthrow. So it's not looking good, bro. Snouts Eater, thanks for the $5. When you finna have old Snouts Eater as a guest on your show, big dog? I'd love to have him on. I just feel like our timings clash because he's always doing his show and we're recording KKF, but I'd love to have him on. That guy's the man.
Thanks.
Francisca, thanks for the $10. What do you think? Is ICE at the airports an insane escalation of easy abductions of people using international travel? To me, this isn't getting the alarm bells it deserves, but I suppose World War III. So, yeah, you're 100% right as to what it is. It's a dry run, too, to just steal the election. It's Trump's paramilitary, and he's running wild. So it's all of that stuff, and it's horrible.
Yeah, and scary.
Barking Below, thanks for the $5. Barking Bellow. Even though Trump took money from the Israel lobby and has people in his orbit who want the Iran war, I'm not convinced that's enough motivation for him. Anything else? Yeah, it's fucking Epstein blackmail too. And they told him that Iran tried to kill you. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit all together in one, you know, but there's a lot there for sure. Facilite, I think. Thanks for the $10. Will you guys be attending No Kings this Saturday? What's your take on if these mass protests are effective in fighting Trump fascism and war crimes, or how they can be? Potentially, yeah, I can see potentially going to that over the weekend. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's better than nothing. And it's a real show of force to say like, fuck this regime, but really to actually inflict pain, it's got to be like some sort of a general strike to grind the economy to a halt, to force them to listen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be attending, but I'm definitely one that will, like, I'll honk the shit out of my horn if you're on the sidewalk and it says, like, honk,
Yeah, that was last time we were going to a soccer game for one of the kids, and we were passing, and I honked the shit out that bitch.
Yeah,
like, yeah, what's up, y'all? Yeah. Me thinking, thanks for the $5. Did you see Shannon Sharp's awakening? He was like, there is a powerful group that controls America with a blue and white flag with a star on it. Yeah, he said that a while ago, I feel like. That was like a month or so ago. I guess he's been following.
Off after that lawsuit shit.
Leona, thanks for the $5. Kyle mentioned something a while back about his hair is dyed, and that was a Halloween story. What's the story? Oh, my hair is not dyed, it's bleached, and I was being me and Crystal were being Zach and Kelly Morris from Saved by the Bell. So this was my Zach Morris hair, and when I wore it, we liked it. She liked it, I liked it, and I was like, well, it's easier to do this than actually. I used to, just for men gel, dye my shit brown, and I had to do that like every 3 weeks. I had to dye it. When I bleach it, I could bleach it and then let that bitch rock for like 3 months. So it's actually easier to just bleach it. So that's why I've been doing it.
You should have left this year's hairstyle, the Afro puff. Imagine you kept it.
Hey, if I let this bitch rock for like 6 months, I will have an Afro puff. So I could do that. Cherry Pepsi, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyles. Hey, guys, I made K&C out of context on YouTube. That ended up being really funny. It has a bunch of classic moments. I appreciate all you guys do. I'll definitely send that to Corin or send that to Lilith because
send that.
Fucking awesome. Kyle and Corin out of context. That's got to be great. Everybody check that out. Check out
to Cherry Pepsi too.
Shout out on that for sure. All right, how many we got? Because I'm gonna rapid fire these shits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 13 more.
Okay, we could fire that out. John Mizo, thanks for the $8. Kyle, did you see Zoran's wife Rama Duwaji's disgusting old tweets about being hungry? I see what you did there. That one's funny. I appreciate you, man. The problem is, like, she like deleted her Twitter account, and Zoran was out there apologizing. Never fucking apologize, bro. Just be like, yeah, I said that shit. Whatever. Like, it is what it is. Abenyo Hanes, thanks for the $10. Fishback, the Groiper is surging in Florida, endorsed by Tucker, Fuentes, and others. Lefties can't compete because they're outflanked on econ, but unpopular on gay/trans issues and religion. Nah, there's no way that guy's going to win. I would be shocked if that guy won. If that guy won, man, we are so fucked. Like, just wrap it all up. It's over. Slayer, thanks for the $10. What are your thoughts on the rumors about J.D. Vance not running in 2028? The Republican primary is already gearing up to be a total shit show. Left my ass off. He would be smart if he doesn't run in 2028 because nobody has any fucking chance in 2028 if they're Republican and it's not rigged. Long Shane, thanks for the $5. Make sure to check out the Secular Talk rap. I definitely did, bro. I did, and I did enjoy it, even though it was AI. A good Karen, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, did you see the story about the sheriff in California who seized ballots? Love listening to you two on Monday. I did not see that, but why am I not surprised? I'm sure it was a MAGA sheriff who was seizing ballots. They're just getting started, bro. It's going to get worse. Pentaxistine, thanks again, brother. If you want to see Honorable, watch the John Chapman drone feed on YouTube. Then think about how MAGA and Dems are trashing Joe Kent. Awful. I takes on January 6th and STS, but 11 combat deployments. He's got a right to his opinion. That's exactly right, man. I totally agree with that.
Thanks, Pentaxistine.
Ninja-ish Productions, thanks for the $5. Any of you two have Canadian ancestors? Figured you'd want to know you're now citizens if you do. Also, any chance you'd cameo in my film if I ever make it?
I'll be in your film.
There you go. You got one of two. And I don't know if I have any Canadian ancestors, but I don't think so, if I had to guess.
I don't think so. I have either, yeah.
What a Bezzy, thanks for the $5. If Dems don't become anti-Israel, we might get a President Tucker Carlson. It feels like we're in 30s Germany. I don't agree with that. I really don't think Tucker is going to win. I saw Hassan say he thinks Tucker's going to win, and like he's going to, he's unbeatable because he's going to be anti-Israel. I don't see Tucker Carlson winning the primary. I just don't see it. He's like, Trump is 84% support. He's like 6% support. He's not as liked as people make it out to be. In other words, the Republican base is so fucking gone mentally, and they're very pro-Israel still, that he's not going to win it. So there's that. Okay, LOL, thanks for the $5. Professor Zhang is another Tucker. Don't cover him positively. Vosh's new video exposed him as far right. Even as good Iran takes are surface level. I certainly agree with that latter part. And yeah, I've seen some disturbing stuff about him. Francisca, thanks for the $5. I bought Clean Reserve for a woman I love because of your recommendation, Kyle. Her B-day is in 2 days. Wish me luck.
Oh, shit.
I do not need to wish you luck, bro, because you just freaked that shit. And she's going to fucking love it. She's going to fucking love it. It's tremendous. You'll see. Let me know how well that shit works.
You can get some bunsies.
Anna Pam, thanks for the $5. Flanagan in Minnesota is running for Senate against the fourth most corrupt Dem in Congress. She is Bernie endorsed and could be as good as Plattner. Well, that'd be fucking amazing. Shout out to Flanagan then, and let's hope she wins, bro. Parenti is greater than Chomsky nowadays. Inconspicuous types, I agree. Well, inconspicuous typos, I agree. He didn't know Epstein, and that's a big plus in my book. Nick, thanks for the $5. Even though I'm a football fan, not basketball, who's the most overrated superstar? I say Kobe. Also, objectively, who's the GOAT, MJ or LeBron? You can't really say objectively because it depends what your criteria is, but I still think MJ has it over LeBron personally, but it's close. And to say Kobe is overrated is blasphemy. We don't accept that here.
Yeah, bugging.
Connor, thanks for the $5. Culver's take some off it. You take toppings off. Last I knew, Corin, hit me up next time you're in Denver. Should I go out of my way for that barbecue place?
Yeah, go to the barbecue spot. Super banging. Super banging. It was called Riot Barbecue.
And shout out to Culver's, man, for doing that, for taking, like, if they remove toppings, it takes off the price. That's what's up.
Culver's is a good spot. They like some of their waiters and waitresses like have Down syndrome and stuff like that. Like they do a good job of hiring like everybody.
Inconspicuous typos. Thanks again, man. Thoughts on Giannis Antetokounmpo? Just curious. I love the Bucks, but times are rough right now. Yeah, I mean, he just can't carry the team all by himself, and so he's struggling. It is what it is. But yeah, he's a tremendous talent, and whoever gets him is going to be lucky as fuck.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, well, thanks again, man. We need some good politicians on KKF. Robert Garcia, Van Hollen, and Bernie are doing great and have been willing to go on independent media now. Yeah, we've had Bernie on, but it's been a while, so I don't know. I guess we might reach out to one of them or multiple of them. Karataka, thanks for the $5. Yo, Kyle, the first candidate I've seen saying he wants to prosecute Stephen Miller is Christian Urrutia in the New Hampshire 1 race. Check him out. Well, shout out to that guy because that's exactly the type of shit I love. Check you later. Thanks for the $5. Kyle, did you see Trump making the Pearl Harbor joke in front of Japanese government official? What the fuck is this country coming to? Yeah, we actually just talked about that at the beginning of the shit. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Jay Hoff, thanks for the $5. The only way to stop a bad guy with a Bible is a good guy with a Bible. LOL. I really enjoyed your take on Tallarico and why the right hates him. Yeah, exactly. He's like using Christianity for good. So shout out to him, and I'm glad he's fucking destroying them. Marcus, thanks for the $5. What's the best foodie suburbs you've ever been to? I feel like the DMV has a lot of good ones, but I feel like there have to be others out there. Foodie suburbs, you got to go Westchester, bro, where we grew up. I fuck with that. OD.
Yep. Denver was really good too. Denver had a lot of good food spots.
Shocked guy, thanks for the $5. Rate these Kyleisms. I'd rather dunk my sack in a deep fryer. Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that shit. I'd rather shove my yogurt slinger in a hornet's nest. I'd rather eat a cup of dry ice. I gotta go sack in deep fryer, eat a cup of dry ice, yogurt slinger in a hornet's nest. And I'm gonna dip my sack in a deep fryer. That's a goated one. Shout out to you, bro. Skeptical, thanks for the $5. Hey Kyle, have you heard of Monty Mater? She uses Christianity to push left-wing views. You should reach out to get her on KKF. Well, that sounds like she's from the school of Tallaricoism, which we support here, so that's phenomenal. Enjoy, thanks for the $10. Kyle, what's your 2028 prediction for Dem and Republican nominees if the 2028 election was tomorrow, and who's your current favorite to run? I don't know, man. That's a tough question to answer. I genuinely think it's too early for me to give like definitive predictions like that, but I would say whoever the Republican is, it's going to be worse than what you think. Like, you're not going to get like a Tucker or somebody like that. You're going to get more like a Ted Cruz or some asshole like that, is my guess on the Republican side. Democratic side, I genuinely don't know, but most likely right now is Newsom, which everybody needs to be aware. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? Slayer, thanks for the $10. If you're looking for more progressive midterm candidates to support, I highly recommend checking out Francesca Hong, who's running for governor here in Wisconsin. Her platform is very solid. That's awesome. Everybody definitely check her out. Robin, thanks for the $10. Kay, Kyle, have you considered doing Means TV? It's an explicitly socialist platform. I don't know if you're moving toward being full socialist. Love your vision. You're always my first recommendation when I help normies get into politics. Well, thank you for that, Robin. I deeply appreciate that. And to answer your question, no, we're not under any sort of consideration to join any network or anything like that. But appreciate you very much. Slayer, thanks again. I can't believe that we have to keep clarifying for people that when we're criticizing Israel, we're not talking about the Jewish people. Also, sorry about the typos earlier, LOL. That's quite okay. But we have to keep saying that, for the very simple reason that there's a lot of anti-Semites on the right. And like, they will use criticism of Israel, but they're doing that to try to shoehorn in anti-Semitism. And so we need to be clear. We are criticizing Israel, but we are not criticizing Jewish people. It's very different. So that's why it needs to be done over and over. And Hassan does it all the time, and he still got smeared as a Jew hater, which is disgusting. Binky, thanks for the $10. Do you think it's a good idea for a far-left ESA candidate to run in 2028 specifically to get to the debates in order to platform leftist ideas and make progressive ones seem less scary to the normies? Yeah, I mean, I think we're beyond just moral victories and moving the Overton window. I think a left-wing candidate can and should win, but I do think there should be an even leftier candidate that sort of drags everybody even further to the left, is my point. So yes, get a whole bunch of hardcore lefties out there, but as the actual election day gets closer, that's when everybody's got to be rational on the left and drop out and endorse the lefty who's leading so that we don't split our vote. Because I'll be damned if we do that vote splitting bullshit again, like what happened in Katabu Ghazale. We got to be smarter than that. We got to be sane about this. We got to realize one of us versus one of them or one of us versus multiple of them is the only way we could go forward. We can't have like 6 of us and fucking split all of our votes. But in the early stages, yeah, get some flame-throwing far lefty up there to make the case. You know what I'm saying?
Last 3.
Oh, okay. To the person who said liberal Zionism is an oxymoron, liberalism is a center-right ideology. Hassan breaks it down with Giannis Varoufakis. Yes, and we talked about that earlier, liberal Zionism and why you can change those people's minds. You can't get the hardcore Zionists. Marin, thanks for the $5. YouTube algorithm decided to show me your first video, and I checked the comments, and a lot of people experienced the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the YouTube algorithm is doing that. Somebody said it's because some AI shit is now floating around. I'm not sure, but I think I got recommended it too. Very weird. Very bizarre. Why don't they serve all of my new videos like that? That'd be awesome.
Last.
B Dogman, thanks for the $5. Hello, guys. Kyle, you have been pivotal to my political awakening since 2018. You are invaluable for your realness and everything you do. Well, thank you, B Dogman. I really appreciate that. You are the man, and I appreciate all you guys, man, for watching us today.
Thank you to Kyle for hopping on. Yeah.
No, thank you to Corin, because Corin, guys, went through the airport hell today and still got here. I mean, he got back on a flight from Colorado, so he's got to be shot. He's got to be tired and whatnot. So.
And shout out to them for scaring the shit out of me right before I get on my flight and telling me that like the world was ending.
The world was ending. You can never fly again. ICE is gonna fuck you up.
Have you seen this video?
Have you seen that this airport that you're going to just had an accident? Like, here you go, bro. So yeah, no, but shout out to you, bro, because we couldn't have done this without you hopping on, and I wasn't sure you were going to be able to. Earlier today, I was like, I don't know if we're having a podcast tonight, but we got it. We got it done.
Love you, bro. I'll let everybody know how ICE is tomorrow if they're handcuffing people and taking them to the airports.
Definitely let us know. All right. Love you too, man. Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Peace, Kyle. Thank you, guys. Love everybody. We'll see you next week. I'll keep you posted on TSA tomorrow. Anybody got a last good word they want to throw out there? Tony, I got you. This is kind of cool. I've never seen that emoji before. Love you too, Luna Lacey. Shout out, Corin. Appreciate you guys. So, all right. See everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, shout out from Rochester. All right. See you guys. Peace. See you next week. Thank you.